out. Welcome to Get Fact.
Hello.
We're back, yeah. And today we've got a guest in the house, the one and only Mick Flemming.
Hello,
how are
everybody.
you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, we're good. Good. So, how have you all been?
Too bad. Yeah. Congratulations on your first performance, stand-up.
I know, yeah, and that's what Mick Flemming's from as well,
I know,
the stand-up.
Yes, all to Mick as well.
Yeah, I'm full of apologies tonight.
So Mick actually, on his stand-up, actually pointed to Stu and called him a pedo, basically. And this is the first time meeting each other, so yeah. That's a bit of awkward.
Yeah, I know, awkward.
So yeah, we was talking about the stand-up then. Did you say you were going to do it, like, permanent or continue it?
I'd like to, because, I mean, it started off as a charity thing, really, and it just gave me a real buzz, you know, and when I got off stage, like, people were really complimentary, and I thought, well, why not?
Yeah,
just do it. Maybe as a hobby, because I haven't really got any hobbies, because I'm a bit of a boring sort.
Yeah. See, I'm the opposite, because I've got this as a hobby. It's kind of like, if I try and do stand-up as well, you know, my missus will disown me. I won't have time for it, will I? So, yeah. I'll have to pick stand-up or the missus. And
I do stand-up, but I'm not funny.
You would? Why don't you give it a try?
I'm boring.
I reckon you are.
You reckon?
Yeah, well, I got a gift called Mr. Funny, innit? So,
go for it. Do what we did.
It's happening again, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen it advertised the other day. Yeah.
It's weird because I used to be in a band and used to be stood up in a band. It's weird because I was stood behind a guitar basically, so you kind of feel protected. When you stood up there without anything, just a mic.
Yeah, but
like,
with that, we had a barrier, didn't we? That big barrier, that felt like a protection to us.
I thought I was going to fall in that. I think it's where the groupies go, isn't it? That little run. Yeah, a little rat run or something.
But yeah, it was fun. But like I said, I had to go back to the video and watch it, and that's when I noticed I weren't as bad as I thought. But now that I've posted it online, like they say, I've kind of had to ghost all that now, because everyone knows them jokes. So I'd have to start again. Have you done that yourself?
I put it on. I didn't sort of post it online per se, but a lot of my mates were saying, like my army mates saying, we need to watch it. So I sent them, because some people saying you're not even funny.
Really?
Yeah. No, just taking the mick out of me. So I put it online, and they were all, well, not online, but on Facebook, and they were all like laughing their heads off and stuff like that. So that's why I've added to it, slightly as a set, because I thought I genuinely wouldn't mind doing it again.
Yeah.
It just gave you the buzz when you're up there on stage, like.
Right. So you remember the one I was going to add to mine, but you remember the one where I mentioned about my dog being a 3D printer and because he keeps using black. Well, I was going to spin it and make you feel sick by saying I've swapped his diet and he's now eating rubber toys. So I'm going to introduce him to the adult industry. Which will make you thinking about, what are you using that for? Slug-like shaped rubber things coming out.
Yeah, I'm going to rob that for mine.
Yeah, you don't need to. You've got loads. It's got about 18 sets.
If you're saying you haven't got the time to do stand-up, you write the material and Mick can...
I'm not as good as him. What do you mean he's writing material for me? My material's terrible. I might get him to write me some.
Partner up.
Yeah.
No, you can put a spin on most things, can't you?
You can. Become the new Morecambe Wise.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, little and large, cannon and ball, and you're just trying to work out which one's which.
Yeah, exactly.
The two Ronnies.
Yeah, I keep writing jokes down. I read back and I'm like, why have I wrote that down? It's not even funny. Yeah. I was there for sleep, so I just wrote it down. Woke up having a dream. I thought, that's good, that.
I was doing like voice notes, so I'd be travelling home from work. I work in Lancaster, and just stupid things like I'm going down the motorway and I go, why did the Indians die? Because they were camped on the central reservation, while I'm driving.
Just like jokes.
And then another one was like, why did the osteopath die? They got run over rubbing the hard shoulder. Yeah. That's the type of crap I was coming out with on the way home.
Yeah, that's actually not too bad, that one.
I know, I was just having fun. And the time just flies by, when you're driving.
Yeah. Did you find it hard, trying to get jokes that are not already out there? Because it's hard, isn't it? With your type of comedy and one-liners, it's hard.
Well, I did because, as you know, I changed my set about 5
so many times.
Because I started with a trip to the airport. Yeah. And I actually genuinely liked that set. I did, because it was all one. It was all completely original, and it was like sarcasm and that.
Yeah.
And then I sort of went into the one with the, go in the toilet.
Oh,
and
the
stuff
toilet
like that.
one, yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
And I just thought, like, the week before, I need to change this. I
did so many times.
I thought, shit, I'm thinking maybe I've done a mistake. And even just before I went on stage, I was like, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't. And I was even contemplating going back to my other set.
Oh, was you?
Yeah, honestly.
I think that would have messed you up big time.
I know. And that, I thought, I can't. I've just got to go for that. And a lot of that I ad-libbed. Yeah. Like I said, the bit of I just ad-libbed it. Some of the stuff in it. And when I look back on it, I thought, that was funny, and I can change that and tweak that and stuff. So that's.
You would have ended up mixing it up, or wouldn't you? Like, I went to the toilet and Pert Blackie was there.
I probably would have. I know.
Where do we go from here?
Metal blank. But it's like I need something to like calm me down, like, because obviously we were all nervous, and that one about having a line. I was literally in the kitchen just before I left, and I got some flour and put it in the cling film.
Oh yeah.
And my missus said, "What are you doing?" I said, "It's for me act." She went, "What?" So it's for me act.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I'll do it like, I prepared a few lines and I'm off my cake.
That went down a treat, didn't it?
I know. Do you know that bit? Yeah. I just went,
Oh, they just relax you then?
Yeah, I did. Because I was like, so I just went, and it just totally relaxed me, so.
See, me and Gaz said the same thing, that we felt like we got worse the longer it was. It's kind of like, we started well, it was laughs, and then it's like 3 minutes and you're like, shit, I didn't realise how long this was. He's like, Christ, I'm still up. I've still got about 2 minutes of my set left. You started getting in your own head.
Yeah, it just seems like an eternity, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Because I think mine was 10,
Was it?
Do you know when I look back at the video?
Yeah.
It's like 2 5-minute, and I thought, well, but when you pause for laughter and stuff like that, I think it just adds to it, doesn't it?
Right. The one you sent me was 5 minutes and 3 seconds, so I was bang on the money, man. It's like, get me off of you. I don't like this. I said that, but I wouldn't mind doing like a podcast live.
Yeah.
That'd be different, wouldn't it? You don't get the crowd involved.
Oh, like a comedy talk. Yeah, that'd be good.
You know what I mean? Just talk like topics that we're on about, and then just get asked the opinions of the crowd and see what they're thinking and stuff like that. Like a comedy. Oh,
that'd be interesting, though.
Politics comedy. There you go.
That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? There's plenty of bits earlier there, like, isn't there? Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So we'll get into one of the topics then. Orcas sink another yacht near Gibraltar in relentless 45-minute attack.
That's Gibraltar.
Gibraltar, is it? What did I say?
Gibraltar.
I thought it was another country.
Gibraltar. Oh, yeah. You'll get used to that. I'm not very good at reading. That's the whole thing on there, isn't it?
So what is it?
Orcas.
Orcas.
Yeah,
Orca
killer
whales.
Yeah. So they're getting weird lately because they've been attacking sharks as well. So what they're doing is swimming underneath sharks, biting their under the belly and sucking their intestines out. That's a new thing.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
No, that's it. That's the end.
That's nice of them.
That's weird, isn't it? It's like, and now they're sinking ships. 45 minutes attack. What are they playing at?
Wow.
That seems uncharacteristic, doesn't it? Like, it does. Especially Free Willy. He was an orca, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I thought they could jump over them fucking yacht into the sink.
And there's that other thing that I told you about orcas. I think it was like 40 years ago. So one orca 40 years ago wore a salmon as a hat. And it took off as a trend, and all the orcas started having salmon as hats, like a fashion trend.
Go on.
There's no joke behind this.
It's a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's a mammal. It's like us. It kind of finds fashion as a thing. So 40 years ago, there was a load of orcas swimming around with little salmons on their head as a hat.
I'm intrigued.
How weird's that? That's what I mean. When I read it, I was like, yeah, that can't be true. But yeah, it is weird.
I'm going to make a joke out of that.
Salmon hat.
Yeah.
That is strange, yeah.
Now, was the orca called Ella?
Ella.
Salmonella.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, have you got the sound effect? There we go.
I think so, yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah, struggles to find.
I do it all the time, don't I? Yeah. I'll leave that. It's gone. It's gone. What was it now?
It's one of the top ones, wasn't it?
I've got applause. On. Leave that one. Was it that one? There you go. Found it. Took a while.
It took everyone that long to get it, to be honest. So.
Scientists discover oldest water on Earth and drinks it. That's interesting.
How did they know it was the oldest water on Earth?
So it's dated back in it. So like.
Oh, so they dated it through
Dated
science.
the water through science. Yeah. What would you do with it? Would you drink it or?
I'd sell it. I'd bottle it and sell it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with that mountain water. They always say like, oh, it's 20,000 years old, but then it's got an expiry date at bottle. Do you know what I mean? Is that what's happening there?
Yeah.
I've seen a picture of someone saying like 20,000-year-old water, typical. My luck, he's gone out of date.
Yeah.
What's the chances of that?
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Katie Price's bum filler leaks in front of a live audience days after getting free procedure.
Is that an excuse for saying that she shit herself?
I know, yeah, pissed herself, yeah. One or the other.
I can't stand that woman.
Katie Price.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie Price?
Yeah.
You know, I thought you said Katy Perry.
Katy Perry. Oh, no, Katie Price.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, I've got no sympathy then. Bum filler.
Yeah.
Is that a boyfriend's job or something, is it all?
Well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, go on. I'm on a roll.
Yeah. But it's an obsession at the minute, all that bum filler stuff, innit? And I've heard that they take the fat out of somewhere else and stick it in your ass. I thought that's what they did.
No, there's certain products, yeah. There's certain products.
Yeah, there are implants, isn't there?
Yeah, you can get implants, yeah. No, it's part of the thing that I do, not fill bums, by the way. It's, there's a company I work with, I won't name them, the Korean company.
Yeah.
When I say work with, I'm like the responsible person, although you wouldn't think it when you look at me.
Yeah.
You know what I was saying about the legal stuff?
Yeah.
So when they bring products onto the market, because of Brexit and stuff like that, they have to have a representative in the UK.
Right.
So I do some of that. So fillers,
right?
It's literally like an injectable, isn't it?
Oh,
so,
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and it goes firm, and then I think it lasts a certain period of time, like Botox and
Yeah. Because I know Kim Kardashian, she actually got some fat took out of it and stuck in her ass. That's weird, isn't it?
It's like the blood. You can get vampire facials and everything, can't you?
Vampire facial?
Yeah.
What's that then?
No, it's literally your blood, and then they inject it back.
Oh, your own blood?
Yeah, back into places around, like your eyes and, you know, whatever. It's called a vampire facial.
Right. I thought that was one of them, like, island things again. You know, what's it called? Epstein Island. Apparently they took the blood of kids, didn't they?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And they used it to make them younger. I thought that was that vampire stuff.
Yeah. No, they said all the celebrities.
Would you try it?
I wouldn't try it like that.
Hold still.
Inject the kids.
Inject the kids. Do it the other way round and go, ha ha.
Yeah. Inject your blood into the kids and make them old.
There you go.
Now you know how it feels. My back coming on, yeah?
That's right, when they're complaining, like, oh, God, I'm going to bed early.
Yeah. No partying for you. Bedtime at 9.
But I'm only 7.
Yeah. So, are you excited for the I'm a Celebrity? It's coming up. No. About that noise, no.
I used to enjoy it, but it's
yeah, I think I stopped at like season 2. Maybe.
Yeah. I just stopped. I just didn't even. Do you know what? On this one though, I've seen who's on it.
Yeah, you've
Nigel
seen it.
Farage.
Nigel Farage and Tony Bellew.
Tony, yeah,
It's disgracing, isn't it?
I couldn't understand why Tony Bellew. Well, he's done the
Yeah.
SAS one, didn't he? Recently got Tony Bellew as well. Yeah.
So that should be interesting, shouldn't it? A Sky soon, Nigel Farage. See if they get on.
I don't
But why
mind
do they keep
Farage.
stinging? Why do they keep sticking politics in there?
Oh,
To like promote stuff?
They do, because they know it's going to be controversial. There's going to be arguments and stuff, isn't
especially if they get 2 different types of characters
Yeah,
Definitely.
who hate politics.
exactly. That's what I mean. They mix it up, don't they? Like in terms of, it's like now with like Big Brother. Not that I watch it. It's always on before my favourite programmes, like Family Guy and American Dad come on, and I always catch the last bit of it. But they're just literally forcing different agendas, aren't they? So they'll have not that I've got anything to think about this, like, you know.
I have that Big Brother.
No, but I mean they're
all melting,
all diverse characters in, don't they? Yeah. To like force it and ram it down your bloody neck.
Right. Yeah, my miss watched that Big Brother and it's full of melts this year.
Oh, that just.
Oh my God!
I can't believe it's still going, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's on channel ITV2.
ITV, something like that.
Has
Yeah.
it gone to ITV2 now?
Yeah. So
One of the others.
It used to be on Channel 4, didn't it? It's now.
And then it
ITV.
went,
it
then it went to
changed,
Channel 5.
Yeah.
And then now.
Yeah. So recently, one of them was like, they was getting rewards, you know, things that they like to do. So they get an hour of something that they really like, or 7 minutes, something like that. And one lad won listening to Florence and the Machine while being able to dance in like these little dangly things in a room. I thought, what the fuck's going on with the world? When did it get to this?
What was that? That just to get on the show or part of the task?
That's what they won. So that's what he likes to do in his pleasure time. He'll listen to a bit of music and have these like ribbons, colourful ribbons all in the room, dangling from the ceiling. He likes to dance between them.
Jesus.
I thought, is this where we're at?
Like, sadly, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. I would have picked like a Domino's or something, watch a movie or something, something decent, exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. Dancing in ribbons to Florence and Machine.
Sadly, that's the norm now.
It is.
We used to be Domino's in the bloody picture, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, the world's gone mad now, isn't it?
I'm still in
totally
the Orca.
The what? The Orca one, yeah.
I'm like, bloody hell.
See, that was last week's facts. That one. Today was about the sinking the ship.
Bloody hell.
45 minutes. So anyway, going back to you. So you was in the army, weren't you?
Yeah.
Was it the army?
Yeah.
So what was it that you did in the army?
I was in the infantry, so it's something I always wanted to do. And when I left school at 16, I just thought, sod me exams, that I'm just going in the army. And I did. 15 years spent in the army, all over the world. You know, it was a difficult life, but really enjoyable. Puts a good head on your shoulders.
Rewarding as well, like.
Yeah, it was. I mean, obviously you see some good and you see some bad, but you only tend to remember the good.
Right.
Generally, you know, like, and when you get together with your mates, it's absolute hoot. It really is.
Did you see any conflicts?
Yeah, I've done a couple of tours, various places. So, yeah, I mean, they're the difficult times, I guess. What used to bore me when I was in camp, I'd rather be like on a tour or somewhere else, you know, or abroad or whatever. Because camp life is so boring and it's bullshit, basically. There's bullshit baffle trains and drill and marching. And
so, did you get up like that early in that, like 5 o'clock in the morning to do like the warm up run and
it depends on what you were on at the time. If you're on like operations and stuff, it's different because it's like shifts, I guess. You know, you could be like on night patrols, or you might be away out for days on end on patrols or something like that. Right. But a lot of soldiers, well, particularly infantry soldiers, they prefer that because we used to always say that's what you joined for, that's what you got paid for. Because when you're in camp with all the bullshit that goes with that I didn't mind drill. I love marching and drill and you know, pomp and ceremony. I loved that. I've done Buckingham Palace, St James's Palace, right? You know, Windsor Castle and that. Spent 2 years there, and I love that. But it was all the bullshit and the nitty gritty stuff that used to do me head in. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, everyone's different. So I enjoyed it. It was a good life. So,
based on like the film, is it Full Metal Jacket? That's what I always base everything on. I mean, likewise. Did you have your own gun? Like, this is my gun. There's many like this, but this one's mine. Did you have your own gun? Yeah.
You get issue with your own weapon, and you
have to clean it all.
You get your weapon number, and that's the when it gets inspected. I mean, you know, you can imagine the carbon when you've been shooting and stuff. Builds up and. The sort of minute. I mean, and there's a reason. Obviously, you need to clean it.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't block up and that. On the field.
But yeah, you get your own weapon. It depends on what sort of you do, what your role is. You could have an anti-tank weapon, you know, like a rocket launcher plus your personal weapon. Or it tends to be when you're newer in a regiment. Yeah, you become the gunner.
Right.
That's the heaviest one you've got to carry. So it's always the new guy that gets the machine.
Really?
Gun. Yeah.
That's mental, isn't it? So he's got the biggest gun.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's crazy.
I remember we were in Kenya once.
If he dies, he dies.
But that's the most firepower. That's the best one to have, but the heaviest one, you know. We was in Kenya and we were literally doing patrols through the jungle and stuff, and we come across a small village. Right. And we had our bear guns on our backpacks and, you know, all weighted up and stuff. Yeah. And one of the lads who had the machine gun, you know, like strapped around him, the GPMG.
Walking in like his Terminator.
Oh, yeah. So we used to call the GPMG the general purpose machine gun, a pretty heavy thing. And all the kids from the village come running. It sounds like I'm going into a joke. I'm not. This is. I make some cracking jokes about the army. And all the kids come running out, and, you know, little kids. Yeah. And we were giving them like spangles, you know, out of our ration packs and that. Yeah. So as we got further down, the guy at the front sort of, you know, the officer sort of turned round and looks, and some of the lads have got no gear on, they're just walking along. Yeah. The kids were carrying the like machine guns and the bear guns, you know, all the big packs. Yeah. Honestly, God, it's just so funny. He's like, get your stuff on. So now we had some laughs. We genuinely did. Like,
right. Did you reach a rank?
Yeah, I was a corporal when I got out, because I actually got out and got in again. Right. Sounds weird. So I left in '93. And then for 3 years, I struggled. I was in and out of work, and I got called up for Bosnia.
Right.
So I just thought I might as well just go back in again. So I just joined again. Went straight to Cyprus. Once I had to go back and do some training again. Went to Cyprus and I loved it there. We went to like Egypt, Jordan, Kuwait. You know,
nice.
So you get about. So even though you're based somewhere, you'll go away on different tours. Canada, you know, whatever it may be. The Falkland Islands.
Yeah.
2 tours of the Falklands. Several Northern Islands. So yeah, so you get about quite a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it?
Nice,
Yeah. So going back to like, did you say you've been Buckingham Palace?
Yeah, changed the guards.
Yeah. So have you done the guard stuff?
Yeah.
With the hat on, yeah.
No, well, I wasn't in the guards, but what happened? It's not just the guards who guard the palace.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know, really ceremonial, but you'd have like infantry units who'll do it as well. So we wore like number ones, they were called.
Right.
So we'd have a peak hat on, not the bearskin hat.
Oh yeah.
But I say we loved it, and we were on the Royal Variety Performance with Michael Barrymore.
Right.
So he did, part of his act was like he sang "Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow?"
Right.
And then on his show he used to have called My Kind of People. Don't really remember it, but he used to get people on. Yeah. So there was an American drill sergeant who came on, and as part of a, you know, like tribute or a thank you or whatever to him, Michael Barrymore done this act with our guys, you know, and we done like rifle drill, synchronised drill while he sang "Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow?" And then it was that popular, it went on to the Royal Variety Performance. Right. So it was good. So you're really in the spotlight in London though. I didn't like it there personally because I lived in Mill Hill, and I had to travel to Hounslow every day, and it's a hell of a journey. And when you've got to be in at 5 a.m, you just never used to get to sleep, you know.
So I'm hoping you can change my mind on them, because I don't think they need to be as rude as they are, as you see on these videos.
Oh, the army.
Let's see, there's a little autistic kid and one of them, you know, Burrat people come up.
Oh yeah,
get out of the way now. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's a bit far-fetched.
I was at Windsor Castle, and at Windsor Castle. So at Buckingham Palace, you're behind the fence. You're about 50 yards.
Yeah,
away.
I've been to Windsor Castle.
Yeah, right. So on Windsor, there's as you go in on the left, the guard room's there, and there's a white line. But you can literally go up. You're not supposed to even touch the soldier. Same as St James's on the back, where the Savoyers, I think. There's a sentry post there where you literally stood on the street. You know, and there's police about watching. But on Windsor Castle, honestly, because I loved the drill and that, I said to one of the guys, "Can I put your jacket?" I had rank, you see, so you won't see people with rank on the sentry boxes, privates. So I said to him, "Lend your jacket." We used to do that. It was nice to get out. So you stood there for like it was an hour, 2 hours. Yeah, it was 2 hours. So I marched out. I'm stood in the sentry box. Seriously.
Yeah.
And then some kid came up to me, like some young kid, and everyone's all, you know, all the tourists like, "Ooh," you know, like this kid. I'm thinking, "Oh, don't." Yeah. And he literally went between my legs because I was stood at ease.
Bloody hell.
And he went into the sentry box behind me. So everyone's, laughing. I thought, so I stood to attention, turned to my left, and then a march. You do 13 paces and come back.
Right.
So as I marched off, this kid was marching behind me in my footsteps.
Right.
And I didn't know. So when you're doing about turn, you bring your knees up. So as I turned around, I kneed him in the face. So all these are going, boo. That's true story. So to go,
the worst set ever.
Honestly. And they're going, taking photos, boo. And I thought, oh, God, of all the things. So I got back and halted. I thought, oh, Jesus. But I didn't know he followed me. Yeah. He's marching behind me, thinking he's great. And everyone's going, Ray. I'm going, hey.
Yeah, loving it. Being
smashed his face in,
Turned around and took his teeth out.
Yeah. Oh, it's bloody mad. But it's good. I did love doing that, but it was the bullshit around it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That sort of does you know then.
Right. It's fucking mad that. See, I wanted to join the Army myself because my second name was Armstrong. My nickname was Army. I automatically was like, this is my destiny to be in the Army. Yeah. It never ended up happening. Kids young, so I was like...
I was in the TA.
Gone. What was you in?
I was
in
TA?
Is that like cadets?
Territorial Army.
Were you training to be in the Army?
No, we were... communications,
signals.
Yeah. That was a while ago, so I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not there anymore.
So what did you do in that?
You went into. I didn't really go anywhere apart from when we go on 2-week sort of training camps and stuff like that. And we went to the Duke of Lancaster, I think it was. His grounds that he's got. We'd set up camp there and get in the back of the vans and put your masts up, and then communicate with the next van that's however many miles away.
Right.
And you just talk to each other and practice and stuff like that. And
you learn a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, whether you're cadets, TA, regular army, you learn a hell of a lot.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it? Oh,
I did until I threw me back out.
Right. And is that at a point where he's like, I don't want to be in the army?
Yeah, I started getting a bit sore then.
Right.
So then, because you do weekends, you don't do through the week unless you do the 2-week one. So so by the time your back healed up, I'd go and do a weekend, and I'd probably just throw it out again or something, because the masks are quite heavy. So to get them up there, like, and now and again, I just twinge it. Oh Christ, you know.
Yeah.
So I got told then, well, you can either stay in Suffolk or go out.
Yeah. So do you think it helps with discipline, being in the army?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of lads that I grew up with. They went into the army and they came out like proper cocky twats. That they thought it was above everyone because I've been in the army.
I think if you probably get that with people who've been in for the short time, I don't know, like, because you've got like civvies, you know. Like,
same with prison, though, isn't it? They got prison, they come out thinking like, you know, the purple lacquer.
Or book.
Yeah, or book.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I guess you get something like that, but it does, I think, puts a really good head on your shoulders.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got married when I was in the army. My kids were born. My daughter was born in Berlin. My son was born in Liverpool while the Gulf War was on.
Yeah.
So, it's good growing up. Yeah, a lot of marriages break down though, because you're away a lot, and obviously a lot of pressure on the families and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
I think it is a single person type game, that, isn't it? Like, if you're single, you'll enjoy it more.
Do you know when
there's less stress at home?
I found that when I was single in the army, you'd literally just drink, fight, honestly, and then you're living in the block. You don't get no peace constantly, and then when the married soldiers used to come in. Yeah. They'd be going home overnight and having whatever they wanted for tea, watching telly and chilling out, you know, when you weren't on duty or whatever. And a lot of people get married for that reason, and that's why I guess.
Well, to settle you down, like
not all of them do.
To ground you.
Yeah. But I enjoyed, because it was like an escape. So when I lived in Berlin, I'd finish, and then you know, if I was going home whatever time, I could go home and get away from the camp. So that wasn't too bad.
So it's supposed to get good for like saving up, innit? Because like, you don't spend much, do you? You're basically earning money, not needing to spend it.
It
so
depends.
It's saving up.
Yeah, if you're away or if you're on operational tour, you get extra money, danger money, you get LOA, overseas allowance, depending on where you go.
Yeah.
In London, we got obviously the increase in money because of the cost of living down there. But it depends. Again, a lot of lads, if they're single, they can save a lot of money up, but there's others who'll just be complete rag asses and get bladdered every night in a fight, honestly. And then you have people borrowing each other money and little scams going on. It depends on what you're in and where you're based, I guess, at the time. But,
right. Well, that's the army segment.
Join the army.
We want you.
We want you. Yeah.
Get pissed.
So it was kind of like a long ass advert for the army, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sign up now.
Yeah.
If you want to sign up for the army, talk to Mick. He'll get you in.
I'll tell you not to. It's a good life, to be honest. Yeah, I wouldn't discourage anyone, but it's a tough life as well, to be honest.
It's tough?
Yeah.
Why? What?
Well, I know tough in relation to, if the things you do or places you go or things you see and things like sometimes you have to, you're like your insurance or you're writing letters, not knowing if you're going to come home.
Well, it's probably the worst time to join now, isn't it? Because there's wars going on everywhere, isn't it?
God,
and England, we're like, we get involved in that, because send our men over there.
Well, everyone hates us, don't they, as well? So, which is a shame.
Why? Is that because we just get involved in everyone's armies?
Just like the British. I just think we've given so much personally. I don't know whether, in terms of like, look at the Second World War and everything, and everyone hates us. Yeah. But we're an island nation. And
you was in that, wouldn't you, Stu? We always joke about that. Yeah. Well, Stu's only the older gent in the podcast, so we always joke saying he was part of the Nazi war.
D-Day.
No, I'm the youngster in the room, so.
I remember the Egyptians as well.
The pyramids were built.
Did you build that pyramid?
I helped build
it. Back in there. Apparently, women can smell if a man is single. What do you think about that?
I could probably kind of believe that. Do pheromones and stuff.
Yeah. Apparently, that's what it is. Apparently, single men kind of wash more because they're out to get a girl.
Trying to more attract the opposite.
Yeah, and apparently us men that are in like, relationships, we kind of give up and it's like, I stink.
Yeah. We stink.
Yeah, you stink, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my missus kind of stinks, she likes it. Do you know what I mean?
I guess, when
you're single, you kind of...
I can probably see as you get older, and I'm not doing myself any service there, but whereas, like, you don't make as much of an effort, I guess, if you know what I mean. As opposed to somebody who's single, who's like out to impress all the time. Well,
that's what I mean. So I'd wake up, I'd have my pyjamas on, and just me hair be a mess. Let's have breakfast, let's have a coffee. But if I was a new person, it'd be like, shit, get me hair done and that before she wakes up. Do you know what I mean?
Swill your mouth so you get that morning breath.
Yeah.
Or just leaving the toilet door open while you're left. You're just not bothered, are you?
Yeah, you're not bothered, So, it kind of makes sense. So, yeah. I've got one here, right, it says spine punch. I'm curious to what that is, because I write things down and I'm like, what was that?
Yeah. Spine punch, did you say?
Oh, yeah. So, it's a video. So, it's a video of some guy, and he's punching some Asian guy, which is allowed. Like, he just lets him. And this Asian does, like, one, like, kind of, like, martial arts punch on him. And it affects his spine, and it kind of, like, stops him from breathing. It's kind of like Kill Bill type thing. It's weird. So they're all clapping like, he's like doing it once. He's like, he laughs at the first. And then they get him up and he can't breathe.
No, was that in his like solar plexus or?
Yeah. He almost dies from one punch to the body. That's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who taught him that?
What's he go? He had a knife.
He stabbed him there, hadn't he? Yeah. But that brings me back to the army. I once met a guy that came out of the army, and he said he had a license to kill.
Oh,
what is that about?
No, they say you're trained to kill.
Right.
So when
you came out saying like I could kill someone and get away with it because I got a license to kill.
Do you think he is James Bond?
That's what I mean. 007 over here from Wigan.
I know, bloody hell. No, they say that you're a trained killer because you train to kill.
Yeah, to kill.
To kill, don't you?
Yeah.
So some people like to take that literally and think, I'm a trained killer.
Right.
I mean, you train in certain techniques, but you're not a cold-blooded like ninja or anything like that. You can shoot a gun. You know where to fire it and you know where to aim and all that stuff. But
so let's go back in time, right? Let's say the army's just set up now and there's no guns. Back in the sword time, would you sign up still?
Yeah, no, I would.
Would you sword fight? You went to battle?
Yeah, I mean, there'd probably be no other jobs. I know,
back in the day.
You'd be conscripted, wouldn't you, I suppose? Yeah. Or if there was like a Second World War and all that, and it's conscription. Well, you know, everyone could go like the Turks, don't they? The Turkish have conscription.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, I remember the Turks. Yeah, they're like bendy swords, aren't they, the Turks?
Yeah.
I don't know why. But, yeah. It was very, like, posh, wasn't it? Like, the English war, it was like, onwards to battle. That type of stuff. They just charge.
Jolly ho.
Yeah. So there's no better film than that, Braveheart, for war, that type of war. You know, like Braveheart.
Oh, yeah.
The Scottish were brilliant in that one. It's the only film where you want the Scottish to win.
I know, you feel
like, I hate the English in that.
Longshanks. The king.
Get him, Scottish, go on.
We had an officer. We used to call him Longshanks, and he happened to be the colonel of the regiment. I don't mind saying it if other people hear this, because I genuinely didn't like the guy. And we were in Kuwait, and there was a little island called Flaker Island, just off Kuwait City, and we done this like attack on it.
Right.
So we hit the beach, you know.
Churchill over here. We'll fight them on the beaches.
Not like a live attack, you know what I mean? But the Americans were shooting. Was it like a 50 cal machine gun? With like big bullets.
Bloody hell!
And it was going over
50 cal machine gun.
Yeah, and what are they doing? Because it wasn't. We were on exercise. It wasn't war or nothing, you know. And when we got like we landed on the beach and that, we were going up to like where it was all derelict and ruined, you know, after the war. And as we were going up the beach, we were going towards where another company of ours was attacking, and it reminded us. That's why we give them the name Longshanks, because it was like, sir, we'll kill our own men, and it's like, well, we'll kill some of theirs as well, you know, like that. So we give them the name Longshanks. But Jesus. Bloody case. No, it wasn't war or nothing.
Yeah.
We were there on exercise. So
that's kind of what like Russia were like at the moment at war. It's like if we drop a bomb on them, we'll kill our own, but we're winning. That thing, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's scary, isn't it, to not even think about your own men?
I know. Collateral. Well,
collateral damage.
It's hard to call it collateral damage when you're doing it purposefully.
Yeah.
Because they just don't care, do they?
Yeah, well, that's what he was testing, wasn't it? Nuclear bombs. He was on like testing that in Russia, but then he's called a stop to it, which is a good idea. don't get nukes involved, because you don't know where that ends, do you? A nuclear war. We don't want that, do we?
An expendable force.
I know. They're just some psychopaths, sadly, in the world.
But that's what I mean. All it takes is, well, the rumours that he was dying, wasn't it? So if he's dying and he's got a button that shoots nukes somewhere, that's not healthy. That's scary, isn't it?
There'd be a protocol that has to be followed. There'd be like, like you see in some of these films where like 2 separate keys and 2 separate people, and
Yeah.
So we wouldn't necessarily, whilst he could give an order.
But I think Russian, because it's different, isn't it? He basically says what he wants, and that'll be it. Putin, it's a bit different to her, like politics, where
they're all scared of him, man.
Yeah, they are all scared of him. It's kind of like Japanese one, Korean. That Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
I can never say his name, but
is it Kim
he
Jong-un
killed his own uncle,
one?
didn't he? Because he snooped his nose in.
Did he?
Yeah, his uncle wanted to do this instead of what he wanted to do, to kill him. Killed him.
This is the when I say new one, he's been there a couple of years.
Yeah, the younger one, the kid, the son.
Kim Jong-il, is it? And is he
Kim Jong-un?
Is he?
Yeah, the current one. Yeah, he killed his uncle because his uncle got too close.
It's like the way he thinks he's like the most handsome person in the country.
Oh yeah. He's told everyone to get his hair cut, didn't he?
I wonder if he has a wash.
I know, yeah.
He makes some
He's single, man. He's looking.
He's single, yeah.
All right, ladies. Kim Jong-un's single. You heard it here.
Kim Jong-un.
Swipe left. Swipe left or swipe right.
Yeah. Imagine if he popped up on your Tinder.
I know, yeah. Glorious leader.
Must be into nukes.
No, they must have like their version of Tinder, whatever it was called. I'm trying to think of a name now. That's called.
There's got to be a nuke on
there. Like teriyaki da or something. Where you swipe and like if he's on it, you've got to swipe. Is it right or I don't?
Oh yeah, there's only one button. You try and swipe left to get rid of him.
Likes I've got
You try and swipe left and it bounces back to right.
No, it launches a nuclear warhead or something like that. Yeah.
Definitely. Either comes round and shoots you or something.
So you reckon the worst? You reckon the worst leader at the minute, him or the Russian one?
Oh, probably
Putin or Kim Jong-un.
Both just as bad. Like probably Putin at the moment because he's the only one at war.
Yeah.
Kim Jong's not really.
There was rumour that he died though, isn't it?
Putin.
Yeah, because
how old's he now?
Well, apparently he was ill.
Oh right.
Yeah, so this war kicked off because apparently he was ill and he was just like, sorry, let's go and invade. And then they're saying he set that nuke plant up to test nukes, right? And then no one heard of him for a while and everyone thought he died. And then there was a recall of that, stop that. And then there's been no news from it. So it's kind of has he died? And they've kind of well, it's finally over. You know what I mean? So there is rumours of that.
Isn't it sad the way that when that war started and it was really in the public eye, as it should be. I don't mean the atrocities and all that. I mean the people being aware of what's going on and obviously what befell and the tragedies for the Ukrainian people. But it seems to have disappeared off. But it's still going on, and it's like have we forgot about what's going on in Ukraine? You know,
but it's kind of because that Iraq war, not Iraq. Sorry, what was it?
Israel,
the Palestinian.
Yeah.
So that kind of kicked off. So it kind of Russia said, hang on, we're not in the big news anymore. Just call the seas to that,
and that's
let them crack on for a minute.
Yeah, there was, I guess, some pressure whilst he wasn't necessarily listening to it, because everyone could see what was going on and what unfolded. Yeah. But it's it seems like a thing's now going on under the radar that not everybody's been made aware of.
Definitely.
Which allows him to, I guess, get away with some of the stuff he does, because it's despicable what they did, and the media, the way they sensationalise things and they choose what to report, and I guess in every walk of life it's like that, isn't it? Not with the media, it's just...
Well, the news don't know what to report on at the moment. There's that much going on. It's bloody hell, which war do we talk about?
I know, it's bloody crazy. And every time you turn the TV, and you think now on this age as well, the things that are going on in the world, is just shocking, isn't it?
But why
get us on Northwest News?
why do
tune in.
England and USA always seem to we'll get involved in that?
There's always a political reason behind it. I think the reason why we get involved in
it's kind of like because we're classed as the richest countries or something like that, and we kind of want to be.
We're part of
we're the king of the world type thing, and
we're part of the G8, aren't we?
Yeah. What's that? G8.
G8.
Yeah. What's that?
Eight countries that sort of control and decide what's not control as in like.
So it's like the world Illuminati.
Probably is. It's like the
like 8 countries rule it all.
Yeah, it's like the richest countries and the biggest democracies, I guess, and you know, it's like obviously the US, and there's no particular leader, but it's like some of these things that went on after like NATO and all that, you know. But the G8, they have a G8 summit, don't they? Where all like these world leaders, like France and Britain and
so go on. And so we've got G8. What 8 countries in it? Quiz time.
We are.
So we've got England, America,
Germany, France. I think
France.
Japan. Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
I think Australia as well. Maybe
Australia. Cast-offs.
Because I know there's
China.
Do you know what's mad about that?
Do you know what I think China is?
Yeah. And Russia.
They're part of it.
Russia's part of it.
Yeah. Is that the 8? How many? We've gone G10 now. I've made G10 for me.
Yeah, you've got about 10 here.
But there's also a 3 eyes as well.
What's 3 eyes?
Us, Canada and Australia sort of created our own little...
Oh, yeah.
Us, Canada and Australia.
Yeah, it's called the 3 eyes.
Right. Yeah, it's like Commonwealth.
And what's that for?
Same as what the G8 is, but it's our own little version.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
See, Canada's sound, isn't it? They're happy all the time, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've had so many Canadians on this podcast, haven't we? They love it.
It's the happy country, isn't it?
It is, they're happy.
My favourite place, I absolutely loved Canada.
I'd love to go
there. It's very, very, very woke. That's
is it?
what I have to say. It wasn't when I went, but now. And I think it's maybe because of the political party. Not that I'm into the politics in Canada. Jason Trudeau, is it Trudeau? Jason Trudeau?
Something like that.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. But you look at some of the things that go on in Canada, and again, it's only what's portrayed on the news, but they just seem so woke,
right?
And you know, you've got to strike a bit of a balance, but that's what I see from what I watch.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. Well, I love it there. I genuinely love it there. I've got family who live there as well, so and I'd settle there. I was going to emigrate.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Canada.
We tried to go, didn't we? We were going to try and go.
Oh, it's expensive to go there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've had guests in Canada, which is Pink is In, which is like a series, like a comedy series, and he was doing like a live performance, but he was in Canada. So we was like going to visit and watch it. It's like 980 quid for a ticket on the plane.
That was the cheapest.
Yeah, that was cheap. That was just on a plane ticket, not to stay over.
Wow.
So it was like, that's one trip. That's a 980 to get back.
Yeah.
Where was that flying
$3 grand for a day.
Where was that flying to?
I think
Ontario,
Toronto. I think
Toronto.
it was Toronto.
Yeah, I flew to Edmonton, and then I was in Alberta, which is... I loved it there. We went to the Rockies and stuff like that. But again, I've got some amazing stories from there as well. Genuinely amazing stories. I did ball when I was there, but I loved it there.
Right.
But I flew to San Francisco, I think it was last year.
Yeah.
And it didn't cost as much as what it would to go to Canada.
Yeah, to America's a lot cheaper for some reason than it is to get to Canada. Canada's... what is it? Is there only one airport in the whole of Canada? So it was pretty busy. Yeah.
It's so vast as well, isn't it? Because you drive for miles in the wilderness, and you're like,
is that what it's like? Yeah,
yeah,
woods everywhere.
Yeah, it's like as if there's only 3 people there.
Yeah, it's birds as well, isn't there? Full of burrs. Oh, everyone walks around with like cans of burr spray.
Yeah, and that's just like
get back, bastard! Spray in the eyes.
What's that?
I'll open it.
Yeah. The bird
can't see for 30 seconds and then chase you back up a tree.
Well, they used to say, don't run. You know,
don't run, yeah.
And out in the Rockies, and he said, if you see a bear, don't run. I'm like, fucking, I'm
I'm tripping up the person next to me. So they get it.
Oh, I know, yeah. Like throwing the women and children behind you.
Definitely. But it's mad bless. But Australia, like you said, they're part of the Three Eyes. They seem like pissed off all the time, don't they? But in a funny way. Like, even when they're pissed off, they sound funny. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Do you mean pissed off with us, or just
no, just in general in life? They just seem pissed off, but because of their accents, it makes them sound funny. I don't know what it is. But yeah.
That's a lovely. I've never been to Australia, but again, I've got friends that live there.
My sister lives there.
I'd love to visit, but everything's trying to kill you, innit?
Exactly.
Everything's deadly.
Well, when we FaceTime my sister when she lived there, like there was a spider in the background, one of them big, long.
Oh
things
God, yeah.
behind him on the wall.
Oh, sod that.
And that was the pet or something.
Yeah,
Like
no, yeah, it's been here for weeks. Was leaving there.
That's
Got disturbing for the bite.
Yeah, they have to spray it with this stuff.
bear spray.
Bear spray. Everyone's got bear spray.
I just laughed.
Yeah. So I mean, it's in a place where like slugs have got acid and stuff like that. Everything's got something to kill you.
Oh God,
He had a mohawk in Doc Martens.
Yeah. Massive feet.
8 of them.
Yeah, 8 Doc Martens. Fucking hell. He's spending a fortune at Footers Out. Did you ever see the wrestler that failed to enter the ring? So you watch wrestling?
No,
I don't think many,
I
don't think many people do. But there's a few. So this is a big moment.
Yeah.
You see this? How'd you play that out? Like the embarrassment? Have you ever had a situation where you've been embarrassed like that?
100%.
You have?
Yeah. Whenever that happens, and it happens a lot.
What on?
Just generally me embarrassing myself. Honestly. And or saying the wrong thing. I don't mean in an inappropriate manner. In an inappropriate manner, unless obviously I'm on the stage doing the comedy. I normally put it down to did you spot the mistake, or something like that to twist it round. I did that on purpose. Then did you get onto that? And everyone's going what? But but that I'd have probably got up and go did it? Like that.
Played it like it's a magic trick.
With a broken like vertebrae or something like that.
I've been practicing this for weeks.
yeah. I'm just gonna go over there.
Fine, I'm gonna get your neck. So, do you pause that and get a brew again?
Oh, we can do, if you want to, yeah.
Yeah. Right, what was I talking about? What was I on about then?
Don't know.
Before we went on a break.
I've got a memory like a sieve.
No, me too.
I have, honestly.
Right.
We were talking about Pitt.
I was talking about Canada and that, weren't we, in Australia?
Yeah.
Them being, drunks. Well, drunks, aren't they? Australians.
Well, it's like I used to get
like
confused.
to drink.
Yeah. Oh, they do like a bevy, but like Poms, the word Poms. I always was told that it stands for Prisoner of Her Majesty.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what I've been told. No one's ever said anything differently to that. That's what somebody once told me. So it was almost like saying that it's actually the Australian people who are Poms, not us that are Poms or something, because it stands for, I think it's Prisoner of Her Majesty. That's what somebody, and I thought, oh yeah, that makes sense, because it was a prisoner, so
penal colony.
maybe there's a fact.
That
Penal colony. Fellas only, was it? Yeah, just for men. Just for men.
Just for men.
And they smelled nice.
That's where the advert came from. Just for men. But that's a mad past itself, isn't it? How, like, we sent people to Australia as criminals, and turns out Australia's better than England. What the fuck happened there?
Exactly. I know.
How did that happen?
I know.
We must have gone wrong when prisoners are better than us. Send a load of murderers to an island and they're well better. We need copy them.
I know, bloody
definitely. So look, what date was that? It was like 1800. What?
1800s.
How far back did we go back there?
1800s.
It would have been 17, 1800. Yeah. Well, late 17. Well, they classed the 18th century, don't they? And
So I don't understand why we sent them to a bigger country that's got a lot of sun. Why did we just...
It wasn't habitated, so to speak, besides the indigenous people, but it like wasn't like England, was it like built up in towns and cities? I guess it was like sweeping it under the carpet, so to speak. Sending it to that, like, penal island.
Imagine how scary that was for the person on the boat, the captain, taking a lot of prisoners on a boat with you. Oh, thanks for that.
We're taking us to
40 serial killers on your board.
We're taking you to a country that's hot, sunny. It's got some beautiful beaches. We're sending you there as punishment. All right.
It's like a Thomas Cook, bloody magazine. Like sitting in your cell going, oh, we are.
Imagine if that's what it did.
Self-catering.
So you get to stay here. Oh, we're going to send you to Barbados.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, I'll go there.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Is that all inclusive?
Yeah. Well, you have to eat whatever you find, you eat. That's what it is. You make your little tents and that. Yeah. So, we did the wrestler thing, didn't we? Of embarrassment. That's what it was on. Did you know that most therapists go to therapy?
I think it's because they have to.
Well, apparently they say that don't trust a therapist that's never been to therapy himself.
Correct.
Because they don't know the struggles of it.
Correct.
Yeah. That's mad though, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, I was conjuring up something
that
different.
Is practice what you preach, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're in the mirror talking, does that class as therapy?
No, it has to be from someone else. Someone else has to tell you your shit stinks.
That's where I was going out of my head, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's mad, that.
I believe that's true.
Yeah.
I think it's part of if they want to become a registered therapist for whatever it is,
you have to have so many hours of
so many sessions per year or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think it's right though, isn't it? It's like
But
on the job experience. Well, you know what I mean? It is, isn't it?
Well, it's like most jobs, though, isn't it? I'd say that in my job. It's
Well,
like
if you're
the
a
managers
therapist-
right at the top that don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's like you should come into our building and do what we do to be able to understand how fucking hard it is.
So,
Do you know what I mean?
if you're a therapist who's dealing with victims of some kind of abuse or rape, and you've got to listen to this all the time, surely it's going to affect you at some point.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Listen to all these horrific stories.
Also, you mean therapy for the therapist because of what they...
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I was taking it the other way. I mean, like therapy before you become a therapist.
Yeah.
Well, I think that as well.
Yeah. But yeah, that probably would mess you up, like hearing someone else's stories, and it depends how heartless you are, doesn't it? If you don't know him, he's like, oh, your mum died, and then you rape your brother.
Tough.
But it takes a second.
Weirdo.
You got to be a listener, and you got to
have a wank over Paulo.
Yeah.
So when you become a therapist and somebody comes in and says that, you can say, "Oh yeah, I've been through all the fucking mints, Everton mints, butterscotch, they've all got holes in."
Donuts, don't get me started. Donuts.
I'm always drawn back to polos.
Yeah.
Spent a fortune.
There was a classic hit though, wasn't it, for the old people, polos. It was like humbugs and Everton mints. Why does old people always go to them?
Because they have bad breath.
Do you reckon that's what it is? Or do you reckon,
That's a good
do you reckon
point,
that came out when they was younger? That's a go-to sweet.
It's like Werther's original, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the pedo sweet, pedo pellets.
Yeah.
Have you got any, Stu?
I was going to say that, but I thought of one because
They didn't exist that far back.
How old is Werther's? Because that does seem to be an old person thing, doesn't it?
it does, because they made it out to be like your granddad's got Werther's. And
it's the go-to joke.
Deeper than all that. Yeah, no, I think was it the 90s or something?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Right.
Could search it up.
Yeah, because they've yeah, but I know what you mean, like humbugs, but they were the only sort of types of confectionery, I guess, many years ago. Well, not the only, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they were more readily available. Because we had in Liverpool as well, we had obviously Everton, the toffees.
Yeah,
there was the toffee shop.
Is that related to Everton mints? I always love that.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Right.
So that the nickname's the toffees. So they're a humbug, aren't they? As in the street, you know. But the before each match, the toffee lady, we have the toffee lady. I'm an Evertonian. The toffee lady going around throwing toffees into the crowd.
Right.
Here we go.
What?
Werther's originated in the little town of Werther in Germany in 1909.
Oh wow!
1909.
Yes.
Wow, that is older than I thought. That.
Yeah, because I think they only really come to prominence. They probably sold them over here, but you know, like the mass marketing of it was maybe around the 90s or something like
probably,
that. Yeah. Because I can never remember them.
I don't remember them growing up.
So I've sent myself a video here. This is about crisps. Let's just see if this is a video of like people trying like flavoured crisps back in the day.
Oh, I've seen this.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So what year would you date that based on it?
It's got to be the 70s, isn't it?
So they're saying that was 1981.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem 81 to me.
I can accept that.
That seems like war times.
Seems like late 70s, doesn't it?
Once it was
the fashion was the
plain,
same,
and
though.
then it was salted, and now they have the most extraordinary flavours. So Paul went out on the streets with gammon-flavoured crisps and prawn cocktail.
They get teeth on that. They get gnashes on that.
Yeah.
Esther Ranson.
And asked people.
Is that his name?
That's her name, Esther
Ranson.
To be.
You can't tell?
No.
You've no idea what they taste of?
Well, yeah, they just taste like the ordinary,
Would you like to taste them?
They're a bit fishy.
No one can work out what they taste of. A bit fishy, you think?
Yeah, the beef.
They were bacon.
Bacon?
What do you think those are?
But it's very difficult.
It's chicken.
Never. What, that first one?
No, that one. The one you just had is
Well, they
chicken.
don't taste like the chicken I do. It's not cock of on, is it? Cheese and a little bit sharp.
Still not, Isn't it mad that weren't that long ago? Really, was it?
Yeah.
And we've got all sorts of weird crisps now.
I just thought that was
40 years
the
ago.
70s. It's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah, the fashion didn't change
They're
much.
saying 1981. To me, that looks like war times. Like, it looks
like.
really old, doesn't it? But like crisp flavours only just came out then.
Yeah.
That's weird. That.
Well, yeah, I remember in the 70s you had the salt. I know you can still get the salt and shake. Do you remember you used to get the crisp and you used to get the little salt thing and you'd shake it up yourself?
Oh yeah. That wasn't that long ago either. Yeah. So we're talking about sweets the other day, haven't we? Like, what sweets would you bring back? What sweets would you bring back from your childhood that's gone?
That's gone.
Now you said something that's already here, didn't you?
Well, no, that it was the name. It was more the name. I did it as a joke.
Oh. Well,
I said marathon.
Marathon.
Marathon, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just changing it. Why did it change its name? It's
I thought
nothing wrong with
because
marathon.
it was called a Snickers abroad. So rather than having to print it two different ways, he just said,
Oh,
just
is
call
that
it Snickers.
So like kind of like Walkers is called Lay's in America.
Yeah.
So you could possibly change it to one or the other.
Yeah. So
Eventually.
that's why you can get Lay's over here now.
Oh, can you really?
Yeah.
I've never seen Lay's in the UK.
I'm trying to think, sweet-wise. It's an hard one, that, isn't it? Because obviously a lot of them are still about.
Yeah, still about.
Like, you know, like Parma violets and all that sort of thing.
Parma violets.
Yeah.
Love them.
That's an old sweet as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kids nowadays are like, ugh, that's horrible. That. Tastes like
I love it
perfume.
when my daughter gets mixed sweets and Parma violet.
Yeah, kids don't like them.
To me. Thank
I'm
you.
the same. I always take them out. But even like, I love Turkish Delights and no
Yeah, I like
Turkish
Turkish
Delights, that's
Delights
a
as well.
classic as well. Not
The
many people
fries,
like them now.
yeah.
I think to see them dying out myself. But
Even I remember Bourneville came out, the chocolate.
Bourneville?
And it was
Bourneville's so
dark
nice.
chocolate.
It's still nice, that.
Yeah,
Beautiful,
I
that.
can't think of things that.
So I said
Yeah,
Drifter.
around to it.
Like, people don't remember Drifter.
Oh yeah, Drifter, yeah.
Yeah.
But we got onto this because is it Caramac that they're doing? away
Caramac's
with?
dying out, yeah.
I love Caravan.
Yeah, but that's coming to an end. They're not
Is it?
selling it anymore, yeah.
Oh
That's
really?
coming
Do
to
you
an
know, I
end.
was going to say that before because I remember that from obviously growing up and then.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, that's. Yeah, I've seen it in the shops and that.
Yeah, it's coming to an end. It's going to be end of sell by. So, yeah. Selling it.
Yeah, because then they used to have like, you know, them horrible bloody flying saucers. It was like the rice paper.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, ooh, because they used to get like 10 pence
Is it
pocket money.
that
and go
flying
buy.
sauce with like a bit of sherbet inside?
Yeah.
The paper money.
So it's like shite, yeah.
Remember when that was the thing, paper money?
I remember
just
as a
eat
kid
the
as well. You used to be able to buy cigarettes. sweets.
Toffee cigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candy cigarettes.
There's different ones, wasn't
Actually
there?
has
So
a
there was,
cigarette packet as well.
yeah. So there's two different versions. There's like either candy cane type ones, like
Yeah.
white ones, or they had the chocolate ones in a white paper.
Yeah.
And you used to be able to eat the paper anyway.
Yeah.
'Cause it was
Do you remember
dead
them
thin.
cigs you used to buy, the joke ones where it lit
Yeah.
up? It actually lit
Yeah,
up. And you walk around thinking you were hard smoking.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, different versions of that as well. They had a one where you put talcum powder on the end and
Yeah.
you blew it and it looked like a smoke rather than kids thinking we were cool.
And my dad used to send me down to the shop for the cigarettes as well.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was okay back
I
then?
would have been about,
yeah.
been about
And
6 or
ale.
7 years old.
Really?
Used to get a party, like the 5, remember the party pack? It was like it was like a little barrel where you got like 5 pints in it.
Yeah.
I think it was called
Really?
a party. Yeah, I used to go to the off license and get that and get like ciggies from my mum and dad. and all
So
that.
as long as like the new year, it was like, oh, you're just going for your dad type thing, or just anyone?
It was just anyone used to
Really?
We used to get
Well, the-
Lucy's in school. We used to call them Lucy's. You go up and get a ciggy
Yeah,
for like
you just buy single
5p
ones.
or whatever.
You
it
get singles,
was.
yeah.
Right. That's mad, that, isn't
Lucy
it?
and a match.
And it's just totally changed, isn't it? It's like everything's like age related now.
Now
isn't
it's like heroin or something, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to look at least 40 now to get cigs. It's mad.
I got challenged. I don't know whether the fella was taking the mix.
Did you?
Seriously, he
When
said
was
to me,
this?
"Have you got any
Tell me last week.
Well, no, it was a couple of weeks ago.
Was it really?
I got ID'd in a club in Warrington not that long earlier on this year. I went out to a club in Warrington and the guy said, I'm sorry, mate, I'm going to have to ID. And I went, really?
You think I'm dying me here for a laugh? bastards.
It's all natural, this.
Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I said, "Are you taking the piss?" And he went, "No." And I went, "No, you are," because my lad was with me. I went, "No." I took my lad to Lanzarote a couple of years ago, and he's really tall, my son. And he was looking at the watches. He wanted he wasn't going over for that, but he was looking at all the expensive watches. Yeah. And the shopkeeper come up to us, and again, it always sounds like I'm telling the joke. He goes, what he said to our Mike, what are you looking for? He said, I'm looking at like the Tag Air watches and all that. He said, he said, you're treating your boyfriend, are you? And I looked at him and went, you what? He thought I was like...
we had a video of that the other day, didn't we? Similar thing.
What, me?
No, not you. But there was some... have you not seen that video of like an old granddad? He got a tent given to him for his birthday.
God, yeah.
I bought a tent.
A tent?
Yeah.
Right. And he's in this tent with his grandson. And he goes... so we're going to go over. There's a few people camping out. There's his granddad and his birthday present. And he goes over... and he goes over, he's like, here's granddad. And are you birthday present? And so, no, I'm his grandson.
I've seen that.
He's like, what the fuck? What are you thinking? Granddad's like, not a bloody nonce. Shocking.
You just nearly got coffee all over you.
You did?
I had a mouthful of coffee when you said that. Bloody hell. There would have been an outline on you.
That would have been a remembrance. Right, what was I talking about? Oh, crisp. Right, what's this that I sent myself as well? Who came up with the idea of listening to music? Oh yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. You know, listening to music in your car. Like, you came up with that? Because that works so well, doesn't it?
Listening to music.
So the first cars, you would have been driving silent.
Well, the very, very first cars, and then you got the radio, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So in my head, I was like, I can imagine some like horse and carriage and some guy in a piano in back. Do you know what I mean? But that
it was similar to the car. Either the Model T Ford, the first car I drove.
No, so what? Do you know what that is? Or?
Yeah.
All right, I don't. It's like the DeLorean to me.
It's like 1905 or something.
The first Ford car ever built.
Yeah. So apparently, it came out in 1902. The first guy that put a radio in a car.
Right.
But radio didn't start till 1920. So for 18 years, they put a radio in a car that had no stations. Some guy was riding around, tuning this,
driving through Liverpool,
banging this.
I love this.
Through Liverpool,
wound his windows down.
So they must have had something for like radio stations back then.
They could probably just
probably what, FM, not AM or something. What was it?
I don't know. It would probably been.
Was it AM or FM?
I don't know. AM.
I don't think that it
was AM first.
AM, wouldn't it?
Long way.
You still tune into that by accident sometimes. You're like, fucking, that's bad. The quality of that. What's that?
I was trying to put TalkSport on before, and I didn't have it tuned in on my radio, and it was on medium wave, and it was bloody awful. The reception, like
in the background all the time.
They were listening to that in 1902.
That was the first radio station.
Radio station, yeah. But they must have been listening to like people just talking or something. It must have been like almost like a walkie-talkie.
And isn't it weird the way all like the old news presenting like the radio was like, hello, welcome to
it's so
dead posh voices, isn't it? You're like,
But that's where Americans got the idea of we all talk the same like that, didn't they? Yeah. Because the radio stations and TVs and stuff like that they see them olden day things like, oh yes, very good.
Yeah.
And they think, oh, they must all talk like that. Yeah. And then they meet a Wigan like me and like, the fuck's he saying? I can't understand English anymore.
And then they come and meet a Scouse and I'm like, oh my God, the head blows off. And we're in so close proximity to each other. And it's like I'm going to St. Helens, I mentioned it before. And And just going from mine in Heighton to St. Helens, it
changes.
It's like night and day, innit, in terms of the accents, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I've been living in Liverpool for now, 10 years. I should have picked up some of the lingo, shouldn't I? By now. Apart from the odd words, I'm pretty much still Wigan, aren't I?
Yeah. It's funny when we guess some because I have to translate for them.
Yeah. Especially, why is that? Because American guests, why can't they understand Warrington? Or where are you from?
Mate, I'm originally from Runcorn.
Yeah, so why can't they understand you, not me, from Wigan? Is our accent so different or what?
Because I have elocution lessons.
Is that what it is?
What did he say then?
Yeah. My accent apparently is, you can't understand it in America. Unless they have a translator like you.
Yes, I try to articulate my words very well.
Yeah, it works.
It's strange, isn't it, as a relatively small country, the amount of regional dialects we've got, and then you go to the US, and you can tell Boston, can't you? You can tell New York, you can see, you know, and then as you go down into the South, but it's, I don't think it's prominent. Maybe it is. I don't know as what it is just in the UK. It's just crazy, isn't it?
Well, the thing with the UK is we're one of the only countries as well that has things like sarcasm and stuff. Like, not other countries have that. So if they say something like, you went to the shop like that, they'd take it literally how it is.
There's lots of people who understand sarcasm.
We're, there's a lot of countries like take everything seriously. It's like, that was a joke. It's like, oh, I did not understand.
I don't get it.
If he dies, he dies. Everything's straight to the point. It's mad that we're the only country that does that.
I know. And
so you can say one thing and it'll mean totally something else.
It's like the slang, isn't it? Like obviously Cockney rhyming slang and
that's where it gets. Even I don't understand that.
Yeah, my headphones up with that.
Yeah. Apples and pears and all that's up the stairs, isn't it?
Yeah. There's some things that you can. Yeah, there's something, but some of it like it. Because I done an accent in that first set I did with the fella who went to the toilet. Yeah. And I was trying to develop a Cockney accent. Right. You know, you can do, all right, mate. And stuff like that.
All right, mate.
But then as you go into a couple of words, it becomes more difficult.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like looking at it and not studying it, you know. And then I was looking at all the Cockney slang and I was laughing my head off at some of it. Some of it's genuinely funny. But even like Scouse as well, how that's changed over the years. It's just incredible. I mean, like, the kids like, all right, lad. You know, I'm like, what? Or mate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially when I grew up around, well, it's not so much when I grew up, but now. There's a lot of what I call the slack-jawed Scouse. Yeah. What's that? Sort of like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's no, like, you know...
They don't even try.
Just not even try.
You know, that's a good way of putting it. I've never heard it put like that before.
What?
And I can see it.
Jaw?
Yeah, by the way you're talking, I can, yeah. I've never heard of that.
I call it slack-jawed Scouse.
Well, it's a bad effort, that.
I get up in the morning, I can't be bothered, like, you know what I
mean? Jaws hanging low.
It does my head in. I don't know what accent was that. It genuinely does me. It genuinely does my head in.
Is that a Scouse? You're trying to imitate a Scouse then?
Where? Me? Yeah. No, I was trying to speak normal. I genuinely was. I was just stumbling over my words, yeah.
I love that 1960s, 50s, 60s Scouse accent, like the John Lennon and all that. Yeah. I love that one.
Yeah. So, why did that get flipped as well? You know, Scousers, they call people woolly-backs. That was originally Scousers, wasn't it? So Liverpudlians was actually the woolly-backs.
Yeah, I've heard that in terms of...
Based on the docks?
Yeah, the docks and the clothing and the wool off the ships and stuff like that. It's just as it went on further down, I guess the Manchester Ship Canal and other areas, then...
It's mad how things get flipped like, isn't it?
Oh, God. Like so we said before about POMs. Yeah. You know, how things get flipped across.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. It was probably that thing. I think it was us that was talking about it when Liverpool and Manchester kind of competing against each other with work and stuff. So Liverpool probably lost that trade with the wool off the ships and that. So Manchester eventually got it. So we were like, we're not having that. Yeah. The woolly backs, look at them.
Yeah. Would you class Manx as a woolly backs or because...
I think generally, generally now anybody outside of Liverpool or Merseyside is a woolly back,
right? Yeah. So I got to the point where I thought woolly back was anyone that's in Merseyside that's not Liverpool.
No. To anybody who was born was not born in Liverpool. Yeah, the class as that's
really
the class as a woolly back.
So I've seen like a chart of like woolly backs and it was showing that everywhere that was Merseyside, but not.
No, if you were born outside of Liverpool, this is my...
See, I've been called woollyback all the time. I'm not from Merseyside, so I'm not woollyback. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
well, that's why I said I was born in the house. Genuinely was born in the house in where I used to say my mum couldn't be arsed going the Aussie, so I was the third of three. My brother was born in Walton and my sister was born in Cannock. Yeah. The family, well, my mum and dad used to live on a farm. They sort of moved to a farm and then moved back to Liverpool. Yeah. So I always call my sister a woollyback. She goes, no, I'm not. You were, because you weren't born in Liverpool, but she was brought up in Liverpool.
We always wondered that.
Like, I was vice versa. I was born in Liverpool and brought up in Runcorn.
Yeah, we always wondered, like, are you what you when you're born or where you grew up? Is that what?
Well, it's like to say about Cockneys, isn't it? Is it within the bells of
it's in the like that? It's the Elephant and Castle, the area called the Elephant and Castle. That's a true Cockney. if you're born.
What's that mean?
There's a place in London or wherever it is called the Elephant and Castle.
Yeah.
Right.
Michael Caine's from there.
What is there?
Don't
He's a proper
Roger
cockney, innit?
I think Roger
And
Moore's
he spiced the bloody doors off.
He's not from Scotland.
Yeah, Michael Caine's Scottish, yeah.
Don't they say something about, is it born within earshot of the bells?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, then you're a cockney. Proper cockney.
All right.
Yeah.
Same with Liverpool, if you're born in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like my daughter was born in Berlin.
Yeah.
And she was raised in London and Liverpool.
Yeah.
And when I say to her, you're not a Scouser, she goes, I am.
Yeah.
Well, you're not, you're German, like, you know.
That's the same with our mate. So his mum and dad are English, but they went on holiday to Germany. I did the son in Germany, and we call him a Nazi.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, where are you? Are you German now because you were born in Germany?
Yeah, I remember
Are
him.
you English? You know, I remember him. Back in my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad. So, are you saying that you were you born, or
Well, that's
what would you
my
go with?
understanding of it. What, sorry?
So what would you go with? Would you go with you were where you grew up, or you were where you born?
What? Born? Well, it's
Were you
like
born?
if you're born in England, you're English.
Yeah.
If you're born in England and then move to Germany, you're still English, aren't you? Because you're born, you've got an English
So
birth
after a
certificate.
day of living in England, does that make you English?
I guess it does, because if you're born, it's like, wherever you're born, you can play for that country, can't you? You know what I mean?
It actually sounds, if I see a Romanian baby born in England, it's Romanian.
Well, it'll have the baby will have an English
dual nationality.
an English birth certificate.
Right. So, so if he does well in football, he can play for England or Romania World Cup.
Yeah, because your grandparents, your parents, or whatever from that country.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to play for China because I'm part Chinese, 1%.
Was your toe born in China? In the Chinese round the corner?
Yeah. I was born in Chippy.
Chinese sovereignty, Chinese soil. Like if you're born in an embassy. If you're born in the American embassy, because it's classed as American soil or whatever country.
Oh, is that what it is?
Doesn't matter where you are. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we have English embassies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do. So if you're born in the English embassy in like Iraq, you'd be classed as an English person.
Yeah.
That's mad.
It's like that sovereign soil, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
That's mad. That's weird, isn't it?
Well, my daughter was born
It's like
in a military hospital.
Bought a patch of land. We call it England, isn't it? In Iraq, it's weird, isn't it?
Honestly, so it's like they say about diplomatic immunity and all that, isn't it? You know, like if somebody commits a crime.
Yeah.
It's like do you remember the young lad who was knocked off his motorcycle and sadly died?
Oh, is that the American woman?
Yeah, it wasn't her husband part of the contract or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And then they got her out the country, didn't he? Straight back. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. And then it was when Trump was president and the parents went over and all that, and they wanted to try and extradite her for trial.
Yeah.
But that was sad. That was like, come on, like claiming diplomatic immunity and all that.
Yeah. Do you remember that woman that was from England and then went and joined the ISIS and got pregnant and wanted to support from England?
Begum, is it?
Shamina Begum, yeah. Shamina Begum.
Try again. What's her name?
Shamina Begum.
Yeah, Shamina, is it?
Shameen Begum.
Shamina Begum.
Shamina Begum.
Yeah.
One of the two. Oh, three. Four.
Why did you say what? Sorry. No, Shamima Begum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that?
I can't even say her name.
Yeah. So do you think, she's joined a terrorist group, she's from England. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
No, I don't.
What's she giving birth to? A bomb?
It's like,
Do you know what I mean?
But it's almost like saying, isn't it? You've made your choice.
Yeah.
And you were happy making the choice.
Yeah.
You were an adult making the choice.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
you married into it. You knew what you was getting into. This is my view.
You married the enemy.
Yeah, and that's my view. It's like all of a sudden now it didn't go right. What? Let's say it did. You'd still be there now.
Yeah.
You didn't go right. You suddenly want to come back, and I know obviously they've got family over here and stuff like that. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think
she still made that conscious choice.
Didn't he renounce her citizenship?
Yeah, she's got no citizenship now,
or something. Yeah. So she's literally. But then you think to yourself, the country where I don't know where she is now, Syria or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Syria.
It's you're not a member. So she's like a person who's got no country.
Yeah. She's in between, isn't she?
But genuinely,
that's what she chose, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's no state, there's no country there, is there? It's not like ISIS is, well, you know...
terrorist group, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they've gone quiet since all this war's kicked off, hasn't it? And COVID killed them out, definitely.
Yeah, they're still
As soon as COVID happened, ISIS just disappeared. I've never heard of ISIS since COVID happened.
They sort of they still exist, don't they?
Yeah.
But not in the format they did. But when they started taking over or taking part of Iraq, it was scary stuff.
It was scary, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So they had videos online of, like, running like people over in tanks and that, and setting them on fire and shit.
Yeah,
And it's like,
shocking.
and then COVID came on, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucking too well for this. I can't kill anyone anymore.
Well, they were still fighting in Syria, weren't they?
Why is this?
Yeah.
Are they still a thing, or?
They're still a thing.
Yeah, I
but
just
not
don't hear
to
them.
the point that they do. They still got a leader and stuff like that.
I'm not going to lie, that scared the shit out of me, ISIS.
It does. It did. Sorry.
You didn't know where they was coming from because there was hiring people in the country.
Yeah.
That was already here. It's like,
terror cell.
Yeah. Inside people. It's
Oh.
like people just coming up to you and just blowing you up and randomly. It's like, what the fuck?
It's sad, isn't it? It's like, you know, we talk about equality. Everyone should be treated as equal.
Yeah.
Regardless, race, creed, colour, whatever, like that, you know, big
But you
into
can't, can you? When that shit's happening?
No, exactly. But then it's got to be reciprocal, hasn't it? And if you've got somebody hell-bent on destroying your way of life just because they don't like it, to try and impose their way upon it's just not right. It's deluded.
It is
crazy.
That's why when I grew a beard, I'm just glad it's ginger because I'll get away with it. If it was black, I'd be like, shit, I'm a terrorist.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's the stigma that goes in it.
So I once went on holiday in Spain, and I went to this shop because I need some water because it was the tap water you're not supposed to drink it apparently. Comes with that froth.
1,000-year-old.
Yeah, 1,000-year-old. So you get tap water, you put it in a cup and it disappears. Is that what the fuck happened to that? What's this water?
And the cup melts.
Yeah. So you go to the shop, you get some water, and that was the local shop was giving me water and me. Was it Fanta Lemon at the time?
Yeah.
That was a holiday drink.
Yeah.
And I went home a month later. Some woman got her head chopped off in the same shop, just from behind.
I remember that. Yeah, I do remember.
So
that.
it was just like she was just getting served, and some random guy came with a machete and just chopped her head straight off. I thought, shit, I was there.
I remember that.
That could have been me.
It's just mad, isn't it?
I didn't trust anyone after that.
What? Yeah. What? I mean, you think what possesses these people to do?
Imagine just being on holiday and you get your head chopped off.
Yeah.
What a way to go.
Yeah, it's like Lee Rigby as well, isn't it? That poor...
The army guy, that one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And openly flaunting in the middle of the street in London, and nobody knew what was going on at the time, but absolutely shocking.
It is the shock factor of it, isn't it? It's like random people you don't expect to die, just gone.
Yeah.
That's what scared me, is like, shit, ISIS is killing anyone here. It wasn't even ISIS at the time, I don't know, it was a random guy.
Yeah, they were just like hell-bent, aren't they? It's like they've got certain beliefs, but, people say, like, Muslims and stuff like that, but it's a peaceful religion. It's just people who take it to the extreme, isn't it? The extremists and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
Their interpretation of what they think.
Well, it's that virgin thing, innit? You get 50 virgins, and you get a lot of guys out computers, virgins dead. Waiting for you.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah. Crazy, innit?
Gutted. When they die.
Yeah. Well, we don't know, do we?
Yeah. Do you reckon, like, suicide bombers ever do overtime?
Yeah, they're on the clock.
No, moving on. Archaeologists are too terrified to look inside the tomb of China's first emperor.
It's Mingin.
It's Mingin. That's racist.
It is actually, isn't it? They're too terrified to look in.
Oh, sorry. That was actually meant B. But it works either way. Yeah, so what do you think of that? China's first emperor. So basically what they think is, so they open this like big Chinese emperor tomb, and it's surrounded by these guards.
Oh, the terracotta army.
Warriors, yeah.
Yeah, the warriors, yeah.
They probably think there's
and
some
terrified,
sort of
some kind of curse.
something like that, yeah.
Got me, It's fucking open.
Well, you look at Tutankhamun, there's like...
Pussies. I'll open it.
Wasn't there like a lot of death around that, wasn't there?
What was the guy? I can't remember his name now, but we discovered...
Isn't it mad that they believe in so many curses?
Yeah.
Is it, if it was me, I'd be like, yeah, right. I'm all cursed, oh.
Yeah.
Shut it again. It's crazy. So a lot of people have agreed, like, yeah, don't open that. It's a bit weird, isn't it? A bit creepy.
Well, send us in then.
Yeah, I'll do it. Get Fat Live opening the curse. Let's do it.
I think there's examples, isn't it, through history, like we said about Tutankhamun.
Yeah. So in regards to that, was that cursed, apparently?
Well,
Apparently so, yeah.
Apparently so, but weren't those who sort of exhumed it or opened the sarcophagus, they died or
In mysterious ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember it personally, but
Back in there.
Yeah. You built the pyramids. You liar. I've been in that Temple of Giza.
Have you been
Yeah,
there?
I've been in there. Yeah,
What's it like?
It's
I'd love to go
absolutely
there, I mean.
it's crazy. It's like
I'd find things that I
you
shouldn't
go
do.
though. It's literally, honestly, there's like nothing hardly in it. You walk, you go into you go up so many steps, and you go into the pyramid itself.
Yeah.
And then you follow this, like, route, if you like, and it's only quite narrow. And there's people coming one way and you're going the other. And then you end up in a room, not a very big room, and there's like a sarcophagus, like like in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
Nothing else in there, but that's actually where he was buried. But we went to the British Museum as well. That's where his mummy is.
Right.
And they say it's like behind you can go right up to it, and it's obviously covered behind like like bars, but you can go in.
this Tutankhamun.
Yeah, Tutankhamun, and they say you can't take photos and all that. And I took a slight photo. It never ever turned out.
Right.
Genuinely, it never ever turned out.
Yeah.
And it's mad because as you come out there's a burger bar facing. So we were all in the bed, and then there's a McDonald's over the road and stuff like that. But I thought when I went,
going for a best.
I thought when I went to the pyramids, I just thought to myself, they're going to be like out in the middle of the desert. They're actually just on the edge of Cairo.
Yeah.
You think that you drive for miles, and then you go through a place. It was called, I think, the City of the Dead, and they said that there was more. Don't know how true this is. They said there was more people lived in this area. Because they were literally living on top of people who'd been buried and buried and buried. It was like a big graveyard, but people lived there. They said there's more people in there than there is the population of Australia.
Wow.
I don't know how true that is, but that's what they told us. But then literally you just go boom, and the pyramids are right there, and I was like, oh right, okay. I thought they were in the middle of the desert.
We spend hours travelling out to it, like.
And there's a lot of tourism around it, but I love all the history. And then
I do.
You've got the Sphinx there, and its nose had been shot off by the French apparently.
That's okay.
Yeah, they were telling us the story. I thought, wow, it was just fascinating.
I think we discussed that once. Didn't we discuss the Sphinx in Egypt?
About it, what?
About the nose, not having a nose.
Ah,
it was
did you hear about that?
Yeah, it was shot off by the French.
Yeah. Well, I heard something different, but that was a different thing. though. The Sphinx was a big thing, wasn't it? So apparently that face was originally a lion. And it got remade into like a face of the pharaohs, was it?
I don't know, because then like cats and all that. I'll show you. I've got a picture of glasses on.
So the thing we discussed was a lot of tombs and stuff and statues of pharaohs. They had noses missing, and we discussed why the noses were missing. And apparently it was because Egyptians believed that these statues of the pharaohs was actually life. Like they was cursed and they had life. And by removing the nose, it was removing the life of where they breathed. So that removed the life of the curse.
No, that was a. There you go. So, the Sphinx.
Yeah. You
can just see in the background there. Its nose was shot off by the French. So you can see the bullet holes on the Sphinx.
Yeah. So I believe in that, but. So what they're saying is the Sphinx originally, because its face is too small for it, they believe that used to be a lion, but it rusted away, and they remodeled it, the Egyptians, to make a face out of the pharaoh.
Good picture, that looks like something that should be on the cover of Iron Maiden or something.
You can see it's clearly, isn't it?
You can see it like a line, can't you? Like it's been shot. Yeah. That definitely makes sense what you're saying.
That's what we got told anyway, because there's like just around there. There's an old boat or something like that that's covered up just by where the Sphinx is. That it's, I don't know, thousands of years old or something like that. But it's just amazing because there's like more than obviously one pyramid.
Yes. So what they say is the Egyptians, everything was symmetrical and everything was to shape and to size and everything was perfection. And with that pharaoh face on it, that didn't match the mask of what it was meant to be. So that face would have been bigger based on the statue of its size.
It does look
So they
completely
say-
disproportionate.
They say it used to be a lion, but it like rusted away with all the dust and all that shit, and then
because
they
you can
remodeled
see,
it into a face.
You can see the like paws, I guess.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. It was
Yeah.
They're saying it used to be a massive lion, and then he's completely changed it over time. So yeah, I love the Egyptian.
I
shit.
wasn't there that day.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't tell you. It was my day off.
When it was originally made.
You went to shop for some
Oh, there's so-
polos.
I've got some of my conspiracies about like Egyptian shit, and I've got my own as well about ants. So. That's a different one. That's what I've made up. Yeah. So I'll tell you about that actually, because so the Egyptians have got a lot of pictures, all right, and on one of the pictures they've got ant-men. They drew ants as people, and they say that an ant can carry 200 times its own weight. And
I can see.
yeah, that's what she said.
I said exactly the same.
He said, so the weight of one brick per ant-man, it'd be able to pick one up yourself. And that, to me, that's my own conspiracy. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's going nowhere. But
Conspiracy time with Steve.
yeah, I'm obsessed with conspiracy. I love it. Anyway, before I carry on with this, I've got a book I bought for a tenner not long ago. Well, so long ago, about 2 months ago. I've been wanting to play it for a while, and considering you're both the same age, roughly.
I'm 21.
Yeah, 21. You're 22. So, so yeah, it's actually a pub quiz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got books here. I'll write 1 to 10 in these books.
Oh, is it like a okay?
Yeah, and I'll ask you a pub quiz.
I was just looking at me.
Well, I'll do a 10, and let's mark him, see if he's right.
I've got about 10 minutes.
Have you?
Stay if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
it's fine.
It's only got to go
10 minutes. We'll end on the pub quiz for you, and then you can shoot off, and we'll carry on with Stu.
See the way I said that because you got the quiz out. I've got to go.
Go about 10 to 15, man. How long is this going to last? So what topics should we go for? General, or we got loads? We got hard quiz, easy quiz, medium quiz.
History.
Make it easy.
I love my history.
Yeah,
You like
History quiz.
History, geography. Go anything.
Do general knowledge.
Yeah.
General knowledge. We've got straight away. Quiz 1, potluck. Should we go for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
And no cheating.
Pen's not working.
Pen's not working. Okay.
Oh, why does mine?
Oh, here we go. I'm going.
Is it working now? Yeah.
Yeah, so's this.
You have to pump start it.
Yeah.
Not been used for a week.
Here we go.
Oh, these seem hard. Ooh.
It's gone again.
Great potluck. I see who wins here. Number 1. Ready? Castle Drogo lies in which English country?
In which English country?
Or county.
You mean county?
County. That's the one.
Yeah.
So I told you can't read.
Yeah.
Makes it harder, doesn't it?
Castle Drogo.
I've heard
Castle Drogo lies in which English county?
How do you spell it?
So Castle D-R-O-G-O. Like Drago, but we know. Ivan Drago. Ivan Drogo, this one though. You got an answer?
Yeah.
Number 2. John Willoughby is a character in which Jane Austen novel?
That's a guess.
Probably guess.
Sorry, this goes to 20 rather than 10, so we'll blitz through it. Yeah. You got your answers, yeah?
Yeah.
Which former UK Prime Minister wrote the 2007 book More Than a Game? The story of cricket's early years. These are hard, these.
I don't know that one.
No, I don't know any answer to these yet.
What was the guy who?
Which former UK Prime Minister wrote the 2007 book More Than a Game? The story of cricket's early years.
Can't remember his name.
That was his name, yeah. Hold on.
The guy I'm thinking of, I can't remember his name.
Ian Botham.
He's throwing eight
Prime Minister
obscure names here.
I was a Prime Minister Botham, that was it. Oh, I can't remember. I was sticking that one.
Dave Lister is a leading character in which TV sitcom?
Oh, I know this.
I know that one. Got him writing it now. Right, straight away.
Oh, he's got you on that one, Matt. Looks it.
Do you know I know that as well? And I just oh no. Right, I'll come back to that.
Okay. Number 5. How is Gordon Sumner better known?
Ah, it's easy.
You're flying ahead now, then.
Yeah.
At least I've got 2 right.
Old Trafford is located in which city? That's an easy one. I know that one.
Yeah, maybe you don't.
Maybe I don't. China, I was thinking. What? What does a thermometer measure? I said that weird because I've read it. Thermometer.
Okay.
Yeah, we all right? Yeah. Iridology concerns which part of the human body?
Say that again.
Iridology. Or
Urology, is it?
Iridology.
No, iridology, yeah. Iridology. That's definitely right. Can't say any other way though.
Don't know how to spell it.
Right?
Did you say what part of the body? So
Yeah. What part of the human body?
Part of the human body.
Yeah. So, because you're in a rush, we'll do to 10. So,
yeah.
what number is represented by the Roman numerals L, X, X, I? Well, the line down. That's a tough one. I learned this the other day.
That's a guess.
Yeah. How many stars feature on the flag of Chile? Yeah. We done?
Yeah.
All 10?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of that Dave Lister one. It's going to do me, didn't I?
I'll give you a couple of minutes. Something's clicked. Purple lacquer.
Yeah. Thought I knew it, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Got it, yeah? So answers here. Number 1. What have you got?
I've got Warwickshire.
I've got Shropshire.
Devon.
Oh. I was
close.
You were closest.
It was closest, yeah. So nothing for both of you. Number 2. What have you got?
I've got Pride and Prejudice.
I've got Canterbury Tales.
Sense and Sensibility. So, number 3. What have you got?
I've got John Major.
I've got John Major.
Both of you right.
Oh,
well
that
done.
was just a pure guess
there
from
you
me.
go.
That's
Both
what I
of you
was
right.
thinking of as well.
Yeah.
Right. Number 4.
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
you
They're
got that
right.
again,
Both of you, yeah.
Sting.
Number 5.
I didn't get it, no.
Sting, you're right, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Number 6.
Salford.
Manchester.
Manchester.
I thought it was a trick question. I did, because Salford's a city, isn't it?
Yeah. Number 7.
Temperature.
Temperature.
Yeah. Number 8.
Bowels.
I got digestive system or digestion.
Aye. I said that allergy then, didn't I? Aye. Number 9.
It's a pure guess. 2001.
I got 1151.
You was very close in a way. You had the 1 on the end. It's 71. 1971.
No.
1971. Oh, that's what I said, didn't I?
It's 51.
I didn't.
And number 10.
1.
I got 1.
1.
Oh.
Yeah. But it sounds like you won those, Stu, didn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
3, 4. I think I got 4. Did I get 4? 1,
And
2,
there you go.
6 out of 10.
4. 4 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
This was a back to front
Stu-
quiz, as in.
Stu won there. Pub quiz.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That makes you no longer a pedo.
No, you're still a pedo because you beat me.
Not come to one of your shows again.
Anyway, we'll continue this in a minute, Stu. Mick's got to get off.
Yeah, I've got to go.
We'll pick his missus up.
Cue the music.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
No worries.
it's been fantastic having you.
Pleasure to have you.
Times flew.
It's been fun, right?
I can stay here for ages.
I know, it's good, isn't it? It's chatting.
Yeah.
It's been good, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been superb.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to have you, and good luck with the future comedy.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Same,
There we go.
Where did you put your statue? Mine's up there.
Oh, mine's. Do you know what? I don't know where.
Got an MMA one as well. Collecting them like a Pokemon gym leader.
Oh, did you get that for the MMA?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So they're the same style of.
Yeah, it's just basically the same thing, isn't it? Mass produced. Just need to get the rest.
I just thought like it's
See what else you come out with. I'll get that one as well.
It's a posh or a cheap bottle opener, isn't it?
It's probably sharp.
Yeah. Bloody
That's why it's
hell,
bent.
sharp. Yeah.
All right, cheers anyway for coming.
brilliant.
It's been
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you very much.
You know, Tom let us down and you filled in perfectly. And it's been
Enjoyed
better,
it.
actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck Tom.
Yeah, look, Tom. Yeah.
It's been
Tom, if you listen to this,
fantastic,
fuck off.
Do you know what's funny? We always say shut up, Tom.
Yeah.
It's the young person, isn't it? So we're like, shut up, Tom. It's been brilliant having you, Mick.
Brilliant. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. It's been lovely catching up. Anyway.
Definitely have you back.
Yeah.
Definitely have you back.
No, cheers.
Yeah,
Thank you very
cheers.
much.
And we are back.
We're back again.
Thanks for Mick Flemming for coming.
Fantastic.
Absolutely
that.
fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
It's different, wasn't it?
It was.
Having an army man on. That was good, wasn't it?
Have an action man on.
Yeah. Action man. I suppose, yeah. And you beat that action man in a
I did.
question time.
Into questions, yeah.
I'm glad I brought that Quizmaster now.
Good though, yeah.
It was alright.
Worth doing, it's worth doing, yeah.
Yeah. So, how many's in that?
It's a couple of thousand by the look of it.
10,000 general knowledge questions.
Jeez.
I think there's 500 pages, maybe. But, yeah, 500 pages.
I'll have to start.
So,
I'll have to get swatting up, won't I?
I bought that, and then I've never needed it ever since. And that's it. I must have bought that 2 months ago, something like that.
Oh, imagine playing that with Tom.
It's not point of playing, is there? I mean, if you get one, you won.
You've won with half a point.
Just for turning up, writing your name. You've won. Love you, Tom.
Shut up, Tom.
Just shut up, Tom. Yeah. Anyway, how are you, Stu?
I'm good. I'm going to. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow?
Go on.
I'm going to Lapland, UK,
Lapland. So what? Is that the Christmas thing?
where real Santa is.
Real Santa is?
Real Santa.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, the kids, that's
I
what
mean,
it
I know
is.
they say he's in Lapland in Norway, which is
Yeah,
technically true.
stop.
No, it's technically true.
Is it though?
Hang on, wait. You go through. You sit around this magical tree, and the elves tell you a little story, and then you go through a portal. That takes you to.
UK, Lapland.
Doesn't take you to UK Lapland.
No,
It
it's
takes you
not.
to Lapland where Santa is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
The real man, the head honcho,
The G.
the big G.
So, who are you going there with?
Going there with my partner, and my little girl, a friend, and her little girl.
Right.
Well, she's not so much. She's 10 now. But
10. Big 10.
big 10.
Holding on to that.
Holding on, yes. And
10.
so we're going down there tomorrow. Come back Monday.
Right. Your 10-year-old doesn't listen to us, does she?
I don't know. She's not my daughter.
No.
Mine's 6.
Oh, 6. 6 and 10.
Yeah, 6 and 10.
Bloody hell.
They're not my daughters.
I didn't know each other.
Through a family friend.
Okay, does your 6-year-old listen to this?
No.
Oh, it's fine then. It's fine. So, at what age? What age did they stop believing?
I don't know. I don't
'Cause
know.
you said 10.
Because the 10-year-old still believes.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Now I don't know whether she's on the cusp of sort of, because she goes into high school next year. So I don't know what her mindset is at
Right.
regarding that.
'Cause
But she's
Obviously, my son's 9, and I feel like this may be the last year.
But I mean, her mindset is still that there is Father Christmas.
Yeah. At the same time, you're thinking like, oh, it's sad, and it's, you know, stop believing magic. But then at the same time, it's like, now you're gonna realise we pay for that shit.
Yeah.
Now you're
It
gonna
makes
understand.
life easy for us now.
Now you're gonna understand that costs a fortune.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were doing today before I came here. That's why I was late, is because we went to Halfords to sort of test drive some bikes with my daughter. I thought, well, we'll have to ask Santa for that one then.
Yeah.
Right, how much was that one? How much is that going to cost us?
Santa said, get fucked.
200 quid.
Santa
only
said,
6.
Santa said he's on a budget this year. You're getting a scooter.
Santa's not done any overtime this year.
But you know what's mad? You know what I've seen lately? A lot more older gentlemen with beards. Like, are they preparing themselves for Santa?
It's a possibility.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you must prepare yourself like mid-year to start growing your grey beard, your grey hair, your belly.
It would take me 2 years.
What, to grow the beard or the belly? Which one?
Both.
Both. Yeah. But you see it and you're like I've seen one that had been empty over there and I thought, that is Santa. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my own head, if I was a kid, I knew that was Santa.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, the comb over grey hair, the big beard, grey, like, and the belly. He's like, that is Santa.
Santa.
So these people must.
That person you saw might have actually been him.
These people must prepare themselves to be Santa for the year.
They must do. I think they get paid well as well. I think there's one that I saw advertised £20 an hour.
Yeah. So that is a good job, but I mean, how do you stop weirdos like Savile being Santa?
I think you have to have a lot of background checks.
Yeah, but Savile was background checked and...
Well, he wasn't really
he was
background checked. I
kids.
didn't have background checks in those days.
Right.
He was just seen as an entertainer.
That still blows my mind.
And he entertained well.
Yeah. But there's videos, right, I was watching on the documentary. It's like, you seen him running into like a phone booth and snogging a 16-year-old and running out and carrying on his job. Yeah.
But that was just...
It's like,
in those days, because he was who he was...
Yeah, that's weird.
It was just seen as it's just Jimmy being funny.
Yeah, it's just...
Nowadays, you'd know and you'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, you'd be like, all right, nonce, what are you doing?
But
back then, it was like, oh, Jimmy.
Oh,
good old Jimmy.
It's a charity again, Jimmy. Go ahead. Charity, go ahead.
Yeah, my daughter's here. Go on now.
Fun. Ho. Rattle, drool. Ladies and gentlemen.
What they got away with? It's just... Yeah, it's weird. But anyway, talking about the growing the Santa belly, I came across something the other day. I'll send myself this because it's a video. See, I've got the video. Oh, Fat African Tribe. And this is about a tribe. So I get close to Mike. So like Dan now, Dan does. Where being fat is...
Oh, I've heard about this. It's
no
sexy.
Yeah. So it's almost a competition. But whoever this is... Can't get rid of that or what? Press escape. Oh, fuck's sake. Do you know it's right password? Yeah, it is.
That's big, isn't it?
Yeah, but let's start from the beginning. Because I think it's dead interesting. So, where's the person that published it? Because I want to show it to Mike.
CCTV.
Oh, Unrestricted Borders, it's called. The page that's got this video on.
This tribe want to look as big and fat as possible, because here, the fatter a man is, the more wives he has. Men of the Bodhi tribe go through extreme lengths just to gain a lot of weight, and it's all to compete in the annual Ka'el ceremony, where the goal is to grow the largest belly. For 6 months straight leading up to the competition, young men of the Bodhi tribe are isolated and fed an extreme diet of fresh milk and raw cow blood all day long. Each one of the competitors needs to drink at least 2 liters every day, and they have to drink it fast before the blood coagulates, as the mixture will get insanely thick, making it harder to drink. To gain weight even faster, the men avoid unnecessary physical activity and movement. They don't...
So,
that doesn't
go back to it a minute. So, could you drink that?
No.
Milk and cow's blood.
Yeah, if that's all that
they're having.
That belly of theirs doesn't look healthy.
It's not at all. So later this video, we could see you playing it in a minute, but they go on about they do it just for this travel thing, and they put this belly on, and then lose it straight after.
Oh, right, okay.
This diet is literally like a 12-week thing or something.
It's like a super protein
Like
diet, isn't
they
it?
blitz themselves to get a big belly. Then they get any wife they want.
Yeah.
And then go back to normal.
Right.
But that's extreme, innit?
It just looks like, if that's all they're having as food,
Yeah.
might sound a bit funny.
I mean, I've been doing it for years. I've been getting fatter.
But it's like, if that's all they're having for though, that length of time, however many weeks it was, the bellies are gonna expand because it's like when years and years ago they had the starving kids of Ethiopia and stuff like that.
When they had the big bellies. But that was rice, wasn't it?
I know, but it's because they were hungry. So they're probably starving. So every time they eat, the milk and stuff like that, the body's thinking, oh yeah, food, and the belly will swell.
It'll swell up.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's what it is?
Well, it's because it's high protein as well. It's probably not reducing in size.
But that's a weird diet. Milk and cow's blood. Cow's blood. Blood in general, does that metal?
It's just like, that's just pure iron.
It is, isn't it? It's horrible, Anna. We'll carry on, and then we'll come back to it in a minute.
It's interesting.
Leave their homes, exercise, have or even work. Each year, about 100 Bodhi men will participate and fatten up for a chance to win. The ones who can't sustain this diet are disqualified and shamed. On the day of the ceremony, the men will walk and dance for hours, presenting their new physiques, while women watch seeking to find a potential husband. However, some men get so fat, they're not able to even walk anymore. When the dance is over, contestants are judged on the roundness and firmness of their belly. In order to win, the belly must have a well-rounded shape, and he must be a good dancer. The fattest man on the day is celebrated as a lifelong hero, as his victory proves he's highly disciplined to be able to drink only cow blood and milk for months straight. The winner also gets to marry the girl of his choice. Having a family member competing is a source of pride for the family, because in order to win, the family must be wealthy enough to fatten up their son. After the ceremony, the men's lives return to normal, and most lose their enormous bellies after a few weeks of eating smaller meal sizes. But a few weeks later, the next generation of competitively fat Bodhi men will be chosen, and the cycle will begin again. According to the tribe, becoming a fat man is the dream of every Bodhi kid, believing that the boy's stomach will recover, but he'll be a hero for life. For the Bodhi, big means beautiful. The most handsome man is the fattest man. In fact, it's considered so attractive that many women in the Bodhi tribe dream of being with a fat man. And of course, after months of no physical activity, the men are almost always tired after the ceremony.
That, to me, is fantastic.
It's interesting, that, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Like, I watched, I was like, I got glued to it.
Yeah, it's amazing
like,
how different cultures are.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine, sort of, around here, a fat man is just somebody that's eating shite.
There's plenty of guys I work with that will do well out there.
Yeah. But it's a different thing, innit? They're doing it on a short-term basis to get fat and then lose it again.
Yeah.
Whereas in England, it's like, we're fat all the time.
Yeah.
And we can't help it. We just like food. Do you know what I mean? I've got fat slowly without realising. You know what I mean? I got to a point where it's like, right, I'll stop working out for a bit. And it's like, it gets to around about June, July, and I'll start working out again. This year, I was like, can't be arsed.
Yeah, it's the same with me. I've started putting...
I got fat.
I noticed my belly expanding, my waistline expanding.
But you look good all the time.
It's hide it well. I can guarantee
hide it well.
I sit down, my stomach hangs over my trousers.
Yeah, but that's almost normal for an Englishman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does a mirror lie as well to a camera?
But I don't like it.
Do you feel like that? I'll look at mirror me and like, I'll something million out of 10s. I'm like, how they good me? I'll take a picture, and I'll take a picture like, fuck me, I'm fat. Why is a picture different to a mirror?
I've no idea.
Do you know what I mean?
I've got pictures of me on holiday, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I'm saying, like, there was a video last year of me bloody swimming pool with kids. I thought, delete that. Fucking hell. Look at that Free Willy.
Stay with me on holiday. Oh my God, where's that come from?
So why is that bloody mirror lying to me? It looks alright to me.
I stood in the mirror thinking,
it is, isn't it?
Don't look that big, actually. My stomach doesn't look that bad.
Why the mirror? Do you know what? Apparently the mirror is more truthful than the camera.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think the camera's more truthful, to be honest with you.
Yeah. You think so, but apparently a mirror can be identical to what you see, but a camera only picks up certain images, so the camera is lying. And so I thought, okay, so I do actually look better than the fucking camera.
Well, I don't know how to trust now.
I know. That's what I mean. So is that, yeah. But I mean, at the same time, it's like the mirror is telling the truth and the camera is lying, but is your eyes lying?
Well,
in between that,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Some of it's psychological as well.
Yeah. So in your head, you're like, I don't look as bad as what I thought I did, but realistically, you do.
Yeah.
It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do look bad lately, me. Like,
no,
really.
I really do need to do some kind of gym work.
That's what I mean. Every year I get to like June, July, and I'll normally work out. And this year I give it a miss, and this is the heaviest I've been. I'm almost 15 stone.
I'll see what deals come out in January.
I'm probably heavier than you, aren't I?
I don't know.
I'm near 15 stone.
What was I? I was heading to 15 stone.
Yeah, I'm technically a tank.
You're quite stocky though. Yeah,
I'm stocky, man. So I'm also so big.
Whereas I'm just bellowing out around the middle.
That's the thing with me. I don't look as fat as I am because
you're probably. Whereas me, I sit down and my belly. Yeah. You're probably in proportion.
Yeah, so I mean, my weight spreads out pretty well.
Where I'm not.
It goes to my legs, my arms, everything. So when I get fat, my whole body goes fat.
Mine's just on my belly.
And then plus a belly. That's what I mean. But some people just get skinny, but with a belly.
I've got what I call a lazy belly. Yeah, a lazy man's belly.
I've got that now, like, to be fair.
But you're still broad-shouldered. You're still
my shoulders get big because I work hard.
But you're still in proportion.
I work like I'm bloody born in fucking coal mines.
You look like nails. I just look like a lazy.
I was born in coal mine. That's what it was.
I just look like one of a lazy get.
Chubby brain.
Yeah.
No, there is differences to body shapes, isn't there? It's weird. Yeah. Like, I'll see someone that's a lot lighter than me, but they look fatter than me. And then you see the opposite. Yeah. You see someone that's massive and then lighter than me. Like, what the fuck? What happened? Yeah. Where's your muscle?
I really do need to get more muscle.
Yeah. See, I keep telling myself I need to work out, but ever since I got this podcast, it's like, I used to like, that's my gym, that's my life. And then I give up on that, did this, it's like, this is my gym, this is my life. The podcast.
Exercising your mouth.
Exercising my throat, yeah. And I'm not going to lie, which one do we enjoy the most? This, all day.
Yeah.
Talking and having a good time.
Why don't we do
a podcast
on the gym?
It's not the same. So with the gym,
microphones to ourselves.
Yeah. With the gym, it's not the same, is it? So I used to do the gym, and I used to come out feeling like, I'll do a good session. But at the same time, I was like, did I? It was good. I feel good after it, but it's like I'm knackered. Do you know what I mean? So you do feel good afterwards, but you're knackered, and it's not the same as a podcast.
Right.
Podcast, you're knackered because you're mentally knackered, but it's fun.
Yeah,
it's a good feeling, and that's what I can't explain to people that have done that stand up with me. You know, that day, like I was talking to Mick, and to me, that felt like a one-off to me because it was fun, don't get me wrong, but to me it was like temporary, whereas on the podcast it's like I can bring fun to people all the time, accidentally, with random shit I say, whereas that felt like it was more like I was acting.
I think as well, in this day and age, I think this is kind of like therapy as well.
It definitely is. I agree. Like, you just get shit off your shoulder. Like I was talking
get shit out of that routine
about me with a conversation in shower earlier. That was today. But yeah, like, you can talk about whatever you want on the podcast as long as you're not aiming at kids. Because if you want to aim towards the kids area, then I think you have to be careful what you say.
I think you aim as long as you don't aim.
I think our podcast is aimed for 15 plus.
Yeah,
I think after that you're alright, but below that you kind of like.
Oh, that's no good to me.
Yeah. Below that you're learning, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're learning weird shit you shouldn't.
Yeah.
After that you're alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting deep to that. Huh? Sorry.
The philosophy of life according to Steve.
Yeah. I've still got some features. Like I said, I would have Mick on forever then, but he had to go. And I've still got a few topics. I'll be honest, this week, I thought I'd struggle. Because I didn't.
At all, have we?
No, because I thought I've not wrote down a lot, but that was based on you and Tom being here.
Well,
And
yeah,
if it was that case, Tom wouldn't have had a lot to say.
I think it's good as well because when you pick the topics and you mention what you mention, we talk about it, and then we expand on it, and then we divert off into another tangent,
But
and then eventually come back to your topics again.
That's the thing though, but because it was going to be you and Tom, it was like I'm going to struggle because I've talked to you and I talked to Tom. But because you and Mick are that similar age, you had a lot to talk about in that era of that topic, and it worked well, and that's why it made it easier.
Definitely got to get him back. It was brilliant.
Definitely, and so sorry, Tom. It wouldn't have been as easy today with Mick. So I'm glad you got stuck in traffic.
Next time you bring Mick over, you'll have to get Tom over.
Just so Tom can shut up, Tom. Have me gone. Shut up, Tom. It would have been different today if Tom came. I would have struggled. Yeah, we would have blitzed through the topics dead quick. Yeah, but because he's been in the army, I had a lot of questions for him individually. At Tom, so what's it like at Usco? So what valve have you? You know what I mean? It doesn't really go very far. And that's the thing with younger generation. There's not a lot to talk about now, is there, for kids?
No, because I don't think they do talk much. I think they're playing games, don't they?
Yeah, they're not experiencing life, have they?
It's playing games, shut themselves off from the world and play games, and they think that's life. So,
with Tom himself, he's borderline that age. He's 20 odd and 21. He's young. And today he messaged me saying, I think he was in the group. It made me laugh. He said something funny that made me laugh. Oh, cheeky little shit. That to me is something that an 80-year-old would say. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You cheeky little guess.
It's something I should say to him.
That's what I mean. So when he says to me, he's like, "Oh, that's funny," because it's like he thinks he's older than he is. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's why I find it funny. It's like Tom doesn't realise he's so young. Yeah.
Bless him.
He thinks he's an old man, and that's what makes people not like him.
But it's funny. It's funny
if
when
you get used to that, you like him.
It's funny when we worked with him, wasn't because when he passed his test, he suddenly thought he'd grown up.
It's funny, Tom. There, he becomes 50 years old in his head. Tom. I've been having a J. Arthur before you were born. He's still young.
Bless him.
Yeah. So where did that come from, J. Arthur? Do you know what I mean? So?
J. Arthur?
Yeah. Have you ever heard that saying?
No.
Oh, right. That's got in rhyme slang.
Well, what's J. Arthur stand for?
Wank.
Oh, don't know.
I don't know where the mix is, but a J. Arthur means you're having a... What about ham shandy?
I've heard of ham shank.
Ham shank. Oh, right, but same thing. Roughly. It's the same thing. But that's what it means, yeah.
Right, okay.
A J. Arthur. I don't...
You have to look that one up.
Yeah. What is a J? I'm going to search it up now, actually. Just find out what that means. Because I've always said it like I'm having a J. Arthur, but never known what it means. So, what is a J. Arthur?
J. Arthur.
Something like that. Along the line, I've always said J. Arthur.
Change the U to a R and R. So there you go.
That one.
Yeah.
Is the slang term JF still relevant? There we go. See, I say it. I don't even know what it means.
I don't know.
What a J? JF as the first middle name.
My husband and I wanted to name our son J. Arthur as the first and middle name. Upon Google search, I see that it happens to be a British slang for the term for masturbation.
Yeah.
We live in the US, but have British family and friends who we imagine will not be kind if this meaning is well known. I want to know if this term is relevant in the UK. It seems to be named after the man who died in the early 70s, so hoping it's not. Thanks for the input.
So I didn't know what this meant, right? So I've said that for years and never knew what it meant, which is weird, isn't it? For a start, it's like, no, it's like, if you said J Swank, you were like, it rhymes.
Yeah.
So where's JF came from? I just heard it means that. I was like, okay, it means that, and I just continued saying it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if where the
so it was actually J for rank, which is that would make sense because it rhymes with rhyming slang
if
for
you had
wank.
some kind of rank in the army then?
Oh, maybe. I use it from time to time, but I suspect I'm dying breed and younger.
I'm a zennial. People wouldn't use it as much. Eventually it will fall out of use altogether. Certainly other more modern euphemisms for masturbation and even more rhyming slang are more popular now.
Right, so it's a really old...
It's an old one.
JR for rank.
Scroll it down. See
that's
if you
weird,
can find
isn't
out.
it? It's quite interesting. I'm surprised.
Now I found out here. Well,
I'm surprised that you don't know it.
I don't know, no.
That feels too old for me, but too young for you.
It was after it came after my time. Well, mid-60s here, the rank organisation. Right, okay. Maybe J. Arthur is better, though. What if J. Arthur was something to do with the rank organisation? The rank organisation was an old British film company.
Right.
And they made things like the Carry On films and all those sort of...
is that how it was?
I'm just wondering whether they had something. It says there, well, mid-60s here, the rank organisation made many of the great classic films. All began with this. So probably not known these days. Maybe J. Arthur is better, though.
See, to me, the first one made sense. J. Arthur rank.
So
rhymes with wank.
I wonder if he was part of the rank organisation then.
See, I'm surprised you never heard of it, and why I've always said it and never known what it meant. It's almost like a thing that didn't exist.
As I say, the J. Arthur.
So anyone that searches for his name at any point in his life has instant access to something that could be used to tease or undermine him. School unit work. Again, that doesn't...
I'll go back to the Google search.
See what happens there.
Right, does it go to Wikipedia?
Oh.
That one. Click on that one there. No, the one above. That's it.
That J. Arthur rank. Cockney rhyme.
British industrialist. Yeah, there you go. And producer. So why did it suddenly become...
So known. J. Arthur rank. Number 1. Cockney rhyming slang. A wank.
Yeah. So it was something to do with the British film industry.
That's mad, isn't it? That goes way back way.
J. Arthur Rank, who's probably the producer for the rank organisation. J. Arthur Rank, who owned it.
Right. And they just turned it to...
Well, I'm going to have a J. Arthur Rank.
Yeah. I've literally just all my life said going for a J. Arthur. And assuming that everyone knew what I meant.
No,
and,
I never heard of that one.
And you don't even know. No. So people look at me like, the fuck's he on about?
J. Arthur.
I don't know how often I tell people that, like, but...
They know now.
J. Arthur.
They know now.
Yeah, do you go for a J. Arthur with Polo?
J. Arthur Rank. There you go.
Polo.
Poor guy.
Yeah. I know, imagine that being there and you
Cockney rhyme and slang for a wank. He's just gone in the book for a J. Arthur Rank.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing when it comes to WC. And what does that stand for?
VC.
What?
VC.
VC?
VC.
Wait, I don't even know what you're saying.
I think it's French. That's how you pronounce it in French.
Oh, is that what it is? I was saying one cabin. Is that not what it is? No.
I think it's French.
All right. VC.
VC.
Right. So again, J. Arthur, one cabin.
Pardon, monsieur. VC.
You know, work-wise. Let's go. Yeah. So, do they still have like cig breaks? At your place?
Yeah.
And many other places.
Yeah.
Do you think that they should have phone breaks?
I think they should outlaw the ciggy breaks now. I think it's an unsociable thing to do.
To me, I'm more addicted to my phone now than I ever was with my cigs.
Yeah.
I could last all day with a cig, but with my phone, I feel like I need to check it every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
maybe they should
is there a place
introduce a
10-minute phone break to check text, friends, stuff like that?
Yeah.
That, to me, that seems more valuable than a cig.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you're addicted, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, even if you're addicted to a smack. You know,
Well,
if that's the point, if you're addicted, you have to do it. If you're a smackhead, can you have a smack break?
Well, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I think
Addiction,
if they're going to keep in the smoke breaks, it's a bit unfair on those who don't smoke.
That's what I mean. So
they
I see
then
people
should be allowed to have a phone break.
Sorry to the people that smoke at work, but I see a lot of people going on cig breaks. And it's like, but you're having a break. I'm doing the same work. Like,
yeah, we live in a society where everyone's equal.
Yeah, so I go out for a minute, but I feel guilty because I'm not smoking.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you're entitled to it. If they're entitled to it, then surely you are.
So if I go on my phone then and then my boss sees me and it's like, what are you doing? It's like, we're in a phone break. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what came to my mind. And I know probably my boss might listen to this, but...
I agree with you.
If it's an addiction, it's
if
addiction.
If your boss is listening to this, it shouldn't be an issue because they're allowing people to go out for a cigarette break.
Yeah.
And they're not allowing you to
all that cig is
just to feed an addiction.
Yeah. And that's the same with me. I've got a lot going on with my phone in regards to podcasts and stuff like that.
To allow the cigarette break, you're also promoting the future death of your employer with whatever health concerns
it's the same
cigarettes bring on.
It's the same with phones though. If you look at phone screens too long, you're eventually going to go blind because of the blue screen.
Yeah.
So you're addicted to becoming blind.
If they're allowing smokers to go out and smoke and feed that addiction, then there's people who are addicted to phones. Yeah. Allow them to feed that.
I would arguably say I'm addicted more to my phone than I was with cigs.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, definitely, because it's become a thing where like people can't have a day without looking at the phone.
And if you've got an alcoholic in your workplace, allow them to go out for a couple of beers.
but where does it end? That's what I was saying with smack. It's like if you're a heroin addict and you work,
I think
you need a heroin break.
I think a lot of it is obviously with beer and form of drugs, whether it be recreational or serious. I think it's about they impair your judgment. So if you're working on a machine or fork truck, you don't want to be smacked out your head.
The way back when cigarettes would affect you, but because let's say I had a cig now, it'd affect me.
Oh yeah, it would do now, but
because I'd get Nicky Rush and I'd be dizzy.
Your body just gets used to it then and becomes
that's what I'm saying.
The addiction. You don't notice it.
That's probably the same with alcoholics.
It probably is.
If you drink 8 a day and you go and have 8 at work,
but
that probably doesn't affect you as it would.
If you have 10 cigarettes a day, it's not going to affect you like what 10 pints would affect you.
It depends. If I had 10 cigs now, that I won't be working. It'd fuck me up.
I wouldn't be alive.
That's what I mean. If I had 10 cigs now back to back, I won't be able to work machines. I'd be
able to breathe.
I'd be Nicky Rush and I'd be dizzy. I'd be sick.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Do you know what I mean? That's an extreme case of it, but because I don't smoke now, if I had 10 cigs, that'd kill me over.
I think it's more to do with it doesn't give you that impairment judgment.
Whereas I feel like a lot of alcoholics, I think alcoholics can work on the case of...
They probably can, to a degree.
They could drink and still work the same as a sober person.
They probably could, but
because they're so used to drinking.
Would you want to take that chance with someone driving?
No, it's the same with... It's the same with a lot of things, though, like people that smoke weed, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So if they smoke weed on a daily basis and, not affected to it, it almost makes a day. So would you feel safe them smoking it to not smoking it?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
Right? And that to me, that's the same thing as smoking. If they become addicted,
it doesn't have that same effect, though, does it?
It depends.
Weed has a more long-lasting effect than cigarette does,
right? Because I know a lot of people that I've seen them on weed and off weed, and it's like they're better on weed. Do you know what I mean? Because off weed they become moodier and become less.
I think that's probably because they're addicted.
Yeah. But they become less like arsed about what's happening around them.
I mean, they say you can't get addicted to weed, which. Maybe you can, but it's because they're mixing it with nicotine.
Yeah, I always believe that as well. But a lot of people these days smoke weed without the nicotine involved, and are still
they're probably just addicted to the high.
The high, yeah, exactly, definitely. I think that is what is addictive. The feeling of being high, and then being normal. And being high is better than being normal.
And then they start chasing the dragon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So. That's what I said these days. Being addictive is you can be addicted to anything. Sniffing feet.
Yeah.
You might go a day with like without sniffing feet and like, oh, I feel like shit. And you sniff someone's feet.
It's because it's stuff like that. It's because your body releases endorphins.
Yeah.
The feel good factor. You like to feel that.
Exactly, there you go.
And
you heard it here first on Get Fact.
And you can become
I
addicted.
feel like we just covered Get Fact addiction.
Welcome to Dr. Stu's.
That was good. That's a good little segment there. But anyway, what was he on about?
You'll have to do a tune for that one.
We didn't even get a segment and the booze.
We just rattled on.
How did we get to that?
I have no idea. That's what I like about it. That's what we were talking about earlier on. Yeah. We talk about, we pick up a subject, we talk about it, it expands.
I don't even know what subject we went on though.
We're going down a road and we indicate to come off on the slip road.
Should we have breaks on?
Oh yeah. Back to that.
Jesus Christ, that went on a tangent there.
That's boring, that now.
Yeah. It is, isn't it? So we got a WWE wrestler sent to prison for 25 years after fatal car crash. So this will be back in your time, this wrestler. And she was fit. And she's a mess now. She looks like she's been in a car crash now compared to what she was.
Does, yeah.
Oh my, I've got a screenshot here.
What was her name?
Jesus Christ. Sure. Ages ago, Tammy Sitch, but I think she was called something else. Do you remember WWE back in the day? Like,
kind of. I didn't really watch it because I knew it was fake.
Yeah, let's have a look what her name was. Known for a ring name, Sonny.
Yeah, I remember Sonny.
Do you remember Sonny?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a laugh. Are you being serious? That was
what year are we looking at? Did it ring a bell?
Sonny. She was stunning.
Yeah.
She's like probably do you want to see her now? 25 years after?
Oh, dear.
She's been arrested for 25 years for a fatal car crash because obviously she'd been on drugs and she's like smashed someone up and killed someone.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon the effect of that is? Like, do you reckon that's because of fame got to her when she was young and because she was stunning?
Yeah, I think that is. You become famous, you earn lots of money, and then you saw. I think with things like wrestling and stuff like that. I think.
Do you know what? How good would it be to have her own podcast?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know she's got prison for something she's done, so she probably killed someone in
prison.
I'd love to. I've always wanted Charles Bronson on the podcast because I want to go through what goes on in his head.
Yeah.
And like, I know you've never killed anyone. You just love the life of being a criminal because you're famous there. But why? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
it's the same with her.
You can though, can't you? You can get to talk to these people.
How?
You can go in and ask, can you request
an
interview?
I'm flying to America to
well, it doesn't have to be American. It can be someone in Britain.
What's her name again? Tammy Sitch. What's her name? Sonny. Yeah, I'd love to talk to her. It's like, you're stunning. You had everything.
What happened?
Yeah.
I think more so with women rather than men is you can only, for something like that, wrestling. Yeah.
You can only go till you're about 30 odd.
So far, because and then you've got to sort of draw back. So she'd probably earn lots and lots of money. So,
do you know I was talking about my addiction to wanking? Yeah. Well, I reckon that's something to do with my parents. Not parents, but me. So, growing up, right, I went to school one day and I came back and they'd done my room up and it was a bunk bed. But it was full of posters of divas from wrestling.
Right.
And it was all these wrestlers, the female wrestlers, but in the bras and that.
Well, I used to have page 3 on my wall.
I must have spent 5 years of my life just sitting there, just being, lad. And that must have affected me. As a young age, I must have been 13.
Well, I used to have back in the day when you used to buy the Daily Star or the Sun, it used to have page 3 models, topless.
Yeah.
I used to have pictures of them up on my wall.
Did you? At what age?
I don't know how old I was.
See,
but it was back in so we're going back as far as but in the 80s when you had Sam Fox.
Right.
I mean, she was nice. Sam Fox was nice.
Was she nice? Yeah.
She's not now.
So
she's been ran over by the looks of things.
Been ran over. Let's have a look at her. Sam Fox now, because to me, that was the first time I seen like women, and I imagined past the bra and stuff like that, and it was never what you thought it was behind the bra. They droop a bit, and the bra made it what it was. I know.
I don't mind a bit of a drop on that.
Yeah, I don't mind, but
women take the bras off and they drop. I don't mind that.
Yeah. Yeah, same, but I mean, as a kid, it's looking like, look at Perky here. Oh, boom.
And you can do what's called the hang test.
The hang test, what's that, man?
You get a woman to take the bras, and if they've got a quite, large chest.
Like Holton.
And they hang down a little bit.
Yeah.
Put your arms up in the air, and if they're still hanging, it's a good size, nice. Well done. Well done, you. If they've still got that fold, if they've still got that fold underneath, well done.
I thought you was going to get them to hold something.
No.
I've seen that women are holding metal chairs in their booby. Like, Jesus Christ!
No, it's called the hang test.
There's some leverage to that. Like,
and then a lot of women.
It's getting bigger, isn't it?
I don't want to give this away, but have you ever done the?
So is that her? Sorry.
Yeah, that's something. That's not like that's her made up.
What do you mean? So is that more realistic or?
Yeah,
like a
that's more realistic.
In drag.
Yeah, it is. She's well, she's not trans, but she's
right.
She's moved over to the other side.
Right.
But she was stunning in the heyday.
Right. Just burn me out. I'm just going for a piss again.
Well, press pause. We'll have a music break.
Right. And we are back.
Oh, you've done it again.
Yeah, I have.
I've done it again.
Done it again. As we was talking about, the wrestler. What's her name again? I forgot it.
Sunny,
yeah. So, I'd love to chat to her and just see what happened.
Try and reach out.
It's going to be hard, isn't it?
There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way of reaching out to her.
As soon as that article came out, everyone's probably like, "What happened?"
Yeah, I bet there's a way of reaching out to her.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, but what a change that is! Like, it's got to affect anyone, hasn't it? Being so hot, so young.
Yeah,
and then something happened later.
Where was it? Any idea? Like California or something?
It's got to be America, probably California.
Yeah. I can say get all of our friends in California.
yeah, so you didn't go to prison for us.
No, just say get any chance you can try and get in touch and reach out.
See if they can reach out to her. Yeah, that would be exciting. Like, see what's So, I've got not much left, to be honest, because I just realised I've gone through a lot of things earlier on. Transanal suction from a swimming pool. Have you ever heard that?
No.
You've heard of that?
No.
Right, so this apparently may have been an urban myth at the time, and it turns out it is true. So, in America, where they have to drain the pools to, clean the pool out, and then put the water in and stuff like that. Yeah. So, when that was happening, you used to get a drain team to come out and doing all that to clean the water out and stuff.
The pool cleaner.
Yeah, but a lot of kids are jumping in without them knowing. And these kids are getting sucked to the bottom of the pool, and their intestines are getting sucked out of their anus.
Ooh, nice.
And that was an urban myth. It turned out to be true. This happened to about 6 kids.
Wow.
That's scary, isn't
it?
Yeah. That's horrible urban myth, that.
Oof.
Intestines sucked out your ass.
How powerful are them pumps?
That's what I mean. That's just drainage. That's like a massive bath.
Yeah.
Emptying your bath.
Yeah.
Like, you felt the suction, you get a little tornado thing going on, and you stick your hand in, it's full of. That could have been your intestines.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It is.
Just from suction.
Well, I'm not going to sit on the plug again then.
Fucking a swimming pool. Jesus Christ. I'm scared of emptying the tub now. In case I fall in. So I want to keep my intestines froze. That's horrible. What else have we got? Everton point reduction. Have you seen that?
Who?
Everton.
I don't really follow football.
You don't?
No.
So Everton have had 10 points deducted because financial fair play. So basically they spent more than they should have without being allowed. And obviously Chelsea and Man City have been doing it for ages and not been told off.
So hang on, so football clubs are given a budget.
Yeah, so basically
does FIFA determine that budget?
Yeah. So basically they'll say, oh, you can spend 100 mil or something like that this season, right? So what other teams are doing is like Man City, Chelsea, stuff like that. They'll say, yeah. So we spent 100 mil this season, which is fine. and then they'll say, but we spent 200 mil on our own shirts we've sold, which is so they'll put 200 mils worth of shirts out on sale and buy them themselves. So on the system, they've got 200 mil to play with.
Right.
Because they've made themselves.
Yeah.
So now they've got 300 mil to spend. So Chelsea have spent 1 billion in total this year.
Jesus.
And, Everton have spent 140 mil maybe. But yeah,
Just like
they've...
funding, buying out their own pockets.
Yeah. Just to rig the system to get any player they want.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like the Saudi teams, they'll just spend whatever they want.
Yeah.
You got no loss to them.
Then
So
you should only, if that's the case, then you should only be allowed to spend what FIFA give you.
Yeah. But Everton have, let's say they spent quite a bit, to be fair. They spent like 240 mil instead of 100 mil, something like that. But they're the lower end of the scale of what's happened, and they've been deducted 10 points. Then you've got Chelsea and Man City that rinsing the system, not been touched because they're at the top of the league type thing. So obviously there's a big controversy of, hang on, why are they not getting told off? So everyone's saying they should be
do the same thing
all the way to another league down below. So they definitely need to fix something if they want a fair play.
Well, it's like with any sport. It's obviously rigged for.
Oh, definitely
rigged for the right people.
A lot of people saying like, if you want to play that Saudi league crap, then get a league where money's infinite.
Yeah.
Just for the rich teams, Man City, Chelsea, then these other Saudi league teams, and put them all in one league on their own, and just let them spend what the fuck they want and see what happens. But if you want to play fair in the Premier League, it's not going to happen if you're letting them play, sell these shirts, play type thing.
But that's like saying any team could do, because they're all going to have their own shops.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if a Saudi team buys Liverpool now, they're going to do the same.
Yeah.
They're going to buy their own shirts. Just bought 400 million worth of shirts and just buy a load of top players.
Yeah.
Mbappe, the lot. It's going to be the same no matter what team it is.
Yeah.
They're going to spend their own money, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, they need their own league. I know you don't follow football, so that was a bit boring for you, but but a lot of listeners will be like, yeah, you're right, yeah.
You need to get a footballer on.
A football? Like who? Like that pedo that went to jail?
Anyone?
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
So, like Warrington.
Who was that? Do you know what we were on about? There was a footballer not long ago, and he went to jail, and he's just got Johnson or something. I can't remember what his name was. But he fingered a 15-year-old, and he went to jail. And he's not not long been out, but he was in a Premier League team.
Wow.
He's a decent player. Something Johnson, I think. Maybe. Don't know. Someone will know. Email in if you know him, right?
So you can get Warrington Football Club on.
Yeah. I've got some chat GPT anyway, because I feel like we've done enough. That's 2 hours 8 minutes with me fucking up, not pressing play half the time. That video record is probably going to be about 2 hours and 50 odd. So yeah, we'll do some chat GPT. I've got some interesting one. I want to Mick to be here to see what he thought about his chat GPT, but he's gone. So
I'm getting back next time, and
yeah. So for now, cue the music.
Cue the music.
A commuter got a shocking eyeful from homeowners parading naked in windows opposite a busy railway station in London.
Get in there, well done.
A death row killer in Texas asked for one of the largest last meals ever before his execution, but then refused to eat a single bite. A man in North Carolina crashed his vehicle into another car, got out, stripped naked, fired a gun in the air, and ran off into the woods.
only in America.
A woman in Florida found a live lizard in her bag of lettuce that she bought from a supermarket.
Oh, nice.
Hockey game in the Canada turned into an epic teddy bear toss as fans threw more than 34,000 stuffed animals onto the ice rink after the home team scored their first goal. And that's off ChatGPT. Over to you, Stu.
It's late.
It's getting late, yeah. It's 10 o'clock, isn't it?
It is 10 o'clock. Well past my bedtime.
Yeah.
I'm up early tomorrow.
Yeah, are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'll rush through this thing. Get off. Kidnap me, huh? So, a commuter got a shocking eyeful from homeowners, and this one was in London.
That'd be funny, that.
Yeah. So, to continue that story, a Reddit post expressed shock and amusement at the sight of a nude resident who seemed unaware or unconcerned about the public exposure. Right?
But,
So that must happen everywhere.
but
all the
technically,
time.
it is allowed.
Yeah, if you're in your own home, you're allowed to be naked, aren't you?
Yeah. As long as
At that point, window tax should be done. If you're
as long as you're not doing it to intend to offend,
Yeah.
then it's allowed. Plus, whatever goes on the privacy of your own home.
I think there is a limit, though, isn't there?
don't
Imagine
know,
you
I
having
mean-
like a gangbang with like 15 people in your house and
Yeah, but it's
in front of a
It's
school.
still but it's still in the privacy of your own home.
I know, but window.
But I mean, if you're in a situation like that where there's a school involved, at least have the decency to close curtains.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like the curtains are open and kids are.
Be
What's
aware-
that doing, Dad?
Be aware of your surroundings. Obviously, they
Yeah.
live like by a train station. There's trains going past, so they're
Yeah.
not going to see him for much of like what, a couple of
A
seconds.
couple of seconds, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But still shut the curtains.
But it depends on the person behind.
It takes
If it's
less
not
seconds
sun-
to shut the curtains than
If it's
it
not
does for
sunny,
them to see
if
it.
it's not sunny in a heyday, close the curtains.
Exactly, yeah. So, a death row killer in Texas asked for one of the largest last meals ever before his execution, but then refused to eat a single bite. So, it's that just to take and make one last time before you die. Do you know what I mean? That's got to be scary, innit? Being on death row.
Yeah.
So, let's say you're on death row, you never did it. That is
tough,
scary
innit?
shit, innit?
It's tough, isn't it?
But that happens, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Lots of
People that have not done it
lots of
are on
people
death row.
have been, well, there's lots of people who've been executed and then found not guilty.
Yeah, that is horrible.
It's horrible.
Was it Green Mile?
Yeah.
That was based on a true story. Some black guy got accused of killing two girls.
Yeah.
That's turned out to be not him.
Yeah.
Later on, when they killed him.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what it's like. That I've been blamed for shit I've not done in the house.
Yeah.
Like, whose dish is that? Do you know what I mean? On a lower scale, it's like, weren't me. And you get told off, and you're like, I feel like shit.
You've been in the house on your own. Why is there two glasses?
Yeah. that's another story, but yeah. So it was Oliver Honestly, you blaming kid. It was- but on a death row scale, it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is bad, isn't it?
I can't even imagine. Saying that, I'll tell a story about that. Did I tell you about getting blamed for spray painting St. Helens?
Yes.
Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
But that was the same story.
Right.
I've made that into a joke, which I could probably tell it as a joke on here. But
Well, don't give it away then and use it for your next stand-up.
It's like a 3-minute segment, that.
Do it for your next stand-up.
It's
But you're
pretty
doing
funny.
it again, aren't you?
Yeah.
See, you just said yeah.
Maybe. Save me there.
You just said yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Definitely maybe.
But yeah, that was the same situation, like, of getting done for something you didn't do.
Yeah.
And I genuinely bricked it because it looked like me on the picture.
Yeah.
And I thought, shit, yeah, I can see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's horrible to get done for something you didn't do.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. I'm getting deep here. A man in Carolina crashed his vehicle into another car, got out, stripped naked, fired a gun into the air and ran off into the woods. That is Carolina shit, isn't it?
Just lunacy, isn't it?
Yeah. He was later arrested and charged with multiple offences. So that's probably someone that's on drugs, isn't it?
Yeah.
That sounds of it.
It's got to be all right.
like-
There's something going, something...
So if you crash a car, the first thing you do is you get out, you check everyone's okay. In that case, he's got stripped naked and ran off into the woods firing a gun.
Yeah, what's all that about?
So straight away, like, yeah, he's drugged up.
He's drugged up
Yeah,
or he's mentally wrong.
yeah, definitely. One or the other. It's not what
Or
a
both.
normal person that. A normal person wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And again, it's in America.
In America.
UK wouldn't do that.
I can't see that happening in England.
You know what the worst story is in England that I've ever heard?
No.
Involved in drugs. So there was a drug called Bubble. I don't even know about it.
Nope.
So this was a drug that was like almost like an LSD type drug mixed with plant fertilizer.
Right.
That was like a big thing. It's called Bubble. And some guy took Bubble and then believed his own testicles was attacking him. And he chopped his own testicles off. And then eventually died. Obviously he bled out. But that was the worst story I've heard of, like a drug related thing in the UK. It's like that. I remember people selling that Bubble as a drug, and it became real.
Never heard of it.
It's a younger thing.
Growing up, I wouldn't have known where to go to get drugs.
You wouldn't?
No.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Till what age? You still don't know, probably.
I still don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where to go to.
That's the same with me with like guns. Where'd you get a gun?
Exactly.
I don't have a fucking clue.
I wouldn't have a clue.
I could try.
I mean, I'm sure if I actually went looking, I'd just ask a few people.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll put me in the right direction.
Yeah.
But
see, with drugs, I feel like I could get any drug because I know people that do drugs.
Yeah.
But guns, it's such an American thing.
I don't really know people who do drugs. I know people who know people who do drugs.
Right.
But I'm not the type of person that would go.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to go and ask these people. I just don't want anything to do with drugs.
Exactly,
Say no, kids.
Say no, exactly, yeah. I'll leave the awkward one.
Winners don't do drugs.
Yeah. I'll leave it on a woman in Florida found a little live lizard in a bag of lettuce that she bought from a supermarket.
That'd be interesting.
Well, it goes on. She named the reptile Lucky and adopted it as a pet.
Wow. Good on it.
Yeah. So what would you do in that situation?
Well,
would you a lizard in your lettuce?
It depends if I'd obviously have to read up about to look after the lizard.
Yeah.
Did it take much looking after? I don't know. Or I'd give it to some kind of sanctuary.
I think I'd have to keep it myself, like the woman, because I feel like it's on me.
So you do it now and have it sat on your shoulder?
Oh, that'd be cool as fuck. I'd love a lizard. I've always wanted a bearded dragon, but at the same time, I think my dog would eat it. Or one or two dogs.
Get a Komodo dragon.
Did it eat me? See how big they are? Jesus Christ, they're like, I don't know, a rhino size, aren't they?
Get one from birth and domesticate it.
I'd love to, but
take it for a walk with it.
They don't even bite. Komodo dragons just swallow you.
Well, they do bite.
Oh.
That's how they kill you.
Well, they bite you?
They bite you.
I got told they just pick you up and swallow you.
No, they bite you and they infect you with very high bacterial saliva.
Did they bite you?
Yeah. The high bacterial. Because
really?
You can't just spit you because the bacteria's got to get into your blood system, so they have to bite you.
Oh, interesting.
And then the really bad bacteria will just kill you. Then you'll collapse and they'll start feeding on you. So they'll probably start feeding on you while you're still alive, which is very nice of them.
Komodo dragons will eat anything that has or once had a heartbeat, and that includes humans. But it doesn't say anything about biting, because based on pictures here, they don't have teeth.
I could be wrong. Maybe it's another type of.
It's a bit weird. Even that with meat in its mouth. It's got no teeth. So what's it biting you with? Gums.
Yeah.
Poisonous gums. It might be, isn't it? Poisonous
It might be. I might have misread or misunderstood what the information I was given. That's how I interpreted it.
That is scary. Based on gums, anyway.
It's not a very good fact then if I got it wrong, is it?
Might be get fucked. Anyway, while I was on the gum section, have you been to a dentist lately?
I'm booked to go. I've not been for about 2 years, and I realised, I thought, I've not been to the dentist, need to go.
It's scary, isn't it?
No.
No? Do you not mind dentists?
I don't mind dentists.
I thought you had a dentist that was butcher or something.
Oh, yeah, when I was a kid. We had the butcher of Boston Avenue.
Yeah. So with me, the other day, on the way to work, chewing on something, I can't remember what, and my front tooth chipped.
Like me.
That one. I thought,
that.
Shit.
See that?
Book a dentist. Yeah, little chip. I thought, shit. Something I've not had to do for a long time.
How did you chip it?
I can't remember. I was chewing on something. It's just, what's that crunchy thing? I thought, was chewing. Oh shit! Oh bastard! And it clicked on.
I bit into a fork.
Did you? Yeah. Because I didn't want to see a dentist for a long time. But my son had a dentist appointment today, and she was really nice with him. But At the same time, it's like, A this, A that, B that. I think my teeth are fucked. If they see my teeth, they're going to be like, yeah, just rip them all out, give them dentures. You know what I mean?
No, they do try and look after your teeth.
I'm scared of what they'll see.
No,
I've probably got beings in there. I've probably got new living beings in my mouth.
Believe it or not, they'll have seen
Do you reckon?
bad teeth.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Scary though, isn't it?
But no, I used to be afraid of the dentist until I got a bit older. I had to go to the dentist to have a tooth out, and the woman who did it was brilliant.
Right.
Made me feel relaxed.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's not as bad as what I thought.
Right, because I've not been since I was about 20 odd, and the last time I went, I had 4 wisdom teeth ripped out.
I didn't have that.
I got put to sleep and got 4 wisdom teeth. So this is my experience actually. So last time I went to the dentist, they told me I need wisdom teeth taken out because I had too much sweets. So I got put to sleep at the doctor's in the hospital, and then when I woke up, I had no back teeth because they ripped them out. Followed by them telling me I had a tablet shoved up my ass because when you wake up, they don't want you feeling sick. So they give you a tablet in your anus to make you not feel sick.
Right.
So not only have I had my teeth removed, I've been raped with tablets. Without my permission. I'm sure I was that age, at 16 at least. And you wonder why I'm scared of dentists?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. So, yeah, got dentist kids. See what happens?
No, I don't have a problem.
You don't?
I suffer from gingivitis, and that's something you can't get rid of.
That is something Tom has. Yeah. Remember last week? AI jokes.
Yeah.
Why does Tom not go to the dentist? Because he had gingivitis.
Yeah.
What is that? Like smelly breath?
It's just what is it? It's a disease of the gums.
It makes your breath stink, doesn't it?
It can do in certain cases. Depends on the quality of your teeth.
Yeah.
Mine just sore gums. I brush my teeth twice a day.
Yeah.
It's my own fault. When I was younger, I used to smoke. I brushed my teeth once a day, and I had a lot of sugar. Right. So it just messed my mouth up really, and I suffer for it now.
Right.
So now I brush my teeth twice a day. I can't go to bed without brushing my teeth because I feel dirty.
Right. Does that make your teeth bleed?
It makes your gums bleed. Yeah.
Does it? I might have that myself.
It can make your gums bleed. Not all the time.
Right, because when I brush my teeth, every time I brush my teeth bleed.
You've got gingivitis.
Have I?
Yes.
Oh,
get some mouthwash that's medicated. I can't remember the name of the stuff. Don't get Corsadil.
All right.
Because that's too expensive. You can get the cheaper version with the same.
I feel like I'm a cheap doctor here.
Well, you can get a version. You can get the cheaper version from like B&M.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's got a certain thing in it. It'll say on it, chlorhexidrin.
Right.
If you get a mouthwash with chlorhexidrin in it, that's just the same thing.
Do you not feel like as an old generation we've got worse teeth? I feel like
I think
like kids these days have all got like shiny white teeth.
I think we were the last of that generation.
Because I've got none left. I've got the front. What you see is what you get.
I've got one missing that I had taken out, and I've got one that collapsed.
Right.
And I've had
you've probably got more teeth than me.
And I've had rebuilt with a filling.
Yeah.
So I've got like basically a metal tooth.
You got what?
A metal tooth.
Right.
A filling tooth.
That's pretty cool. It's almost like Terminator tooth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bastard.
But it doesn't go off in X-rays.
Right. Because I've got like an empty mouth. I've got like a football team that's not turned up. Do you know what I mean? I've got just the subs.
He's a couple of teeth short shy of a mouth.
Yeah.
Where's that dropped? Oh, there we go.
But I'll tell you what, when you've got less teeth, your teeth aren't there straight. Because you've not got the rest pushing on the bastards.
Yeah.
So you've got the front teeth, they go nice and straight.
Yeah.
I've got lovely straight teeth, but I've not got no white ones. I have chew my front teeth.
I've got all my wisdom teeth.
I think that Bugs Bunny, chewing on a carrot.
I've got all 4 wisdom teeth.
Have you got them all?
Yeah.
Have you got more teeth than me? I've done bad there, haven't I? What have I done? Anyway, moving on from teeth. We're done. Because on the clock, we've done 2 hours 24.
Jesus.
And that's without recording the first 40 minutes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's been a long one.
I've got a pack for tomorrow.
Sorry for keeping I am cute. That's all from us anyway. It's been fantastic. It's been
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's been great. It's been a great one today.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to edit.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.